Is this microphone on? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. So sorry for the lateness. I had everything set up. I was at my desk. There's a record button and a stream button. And I'm tired, everybody. I've been working, and I hit the record button. Not one person, everyone on my team called my wife. Her one job, I love my wife, was to tell me that I'm not live streaming. Anyway, it's all my fault. I love my wife. It's not her fault, but it's my fault. But I just, either I get someone, I need a staff that works for me from 10 to 12 a day, every day. And they got to look at the live stream at 10 and say, Sam, you accidentally hit the record button. You know what I mean? Whatever, it's my fault. You blame yourself for all the pain and your company. Don't blame anyone else. It's not my wife's fault. It's my fault, right? But I would like some help. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I told you we were about to dump to the downside on the morning update. Why did I say that? I'm going to break down what I could see happening for Bitcoin and why I was likely that we were going short to the downside. I'm going to talk about it. I pointed the circled area where we were going. I said exactly what was likely going to happen. What happened? Exactly as I said. I even see Crypto Face did a trade last night, and I was like, yo, my man, take your 200 grand and run. And he did, dude. He said he didn't respond because he was busy. But I was like, man, that's going to come down to the 21-day moving average. I said price action is going to drop to the 21 on the 2-hour time frame. And it's exactly what happened. Why? Because whenever you're away from a 21-day moving average, you should not be getting into a long. You should always caution yourself that not may be the way, all right? So always remember that. Whenever you're away from a 21-day moving average, caution yourself to get into a long. I don't care how good the everything looks. I don't care what's going on. Caution yourself to get into a long, all right? Do not, just be very, very careful. Very, very careful, all right? Shout out to everybody here. You're like, what's this belt, man? This is the best technical analysis of 2023. It is 2024, but we won this in October of last year. Took about 7 months to eventually obtain the belt just because of all the different things. My baby getting born, I couldn't go to certain events. But man, to win the belt, to get the belt is pretty awesome. And it's been a great event, great time, and I'm super excited. Thank you all the sponsors on the belt. Let's call you out. Karate Combat, we appreciate you. You guys help pay for these belts. We know that. We love you. Monarch, we appreciate you. All Trade, we appreciate you. And Radical Web, and of course, the Crypto Lifers, baby. I don't know if we can keep it on the entire show. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So if you were watching my morning update, which also came in a little late due to some internet issues, but we had the movement down to the 21-day moving average here for Bitcoin, all right? Are we going to get a bounce? Is this the perfect time to get into a trade? We're going to talk about that. We're going to break it down like we do every single day. Sorry, the mic down a little bit too. Let's bring that music to a good spot. And honestly, I love this belt, but I'm going to put it aside for now. This thing is awesome. It really should stay somewhere on screen, just like hang out. Like, you know what? I could have a camera on it, and then we'll put it up on the screen somewhere. I see what you're saying. We could actually have it set up with a camera on it, and then we could put that feed. It should just be sitting right here the whole time on the live. It should just say, right? I put it on like some type of hanging stand. Yeah, and I'll hang it from the ceiling, and it will just hang right there. We'll figure out a way for it to just hover in the background. You know what I mean? Because, it means so much to me because my mom and dad died. I never gave up. I kept pushing. And if I had just even taken a month or two off when my parents died, I never would have won that award. Because I would have been like, they would have been like, Sammy who? Oh, the guy that, he hasn't done much lately, but he's a good guy, Or they would have given it to me out of pity. You know what I mean? But that's not the case. They give it to me out of strength. The fact that we never took a day off no matter what. But blessings on blessings. Let's take a look for you. Enough about me. Let's help you every single day here on the channel. Let's take a look at our weekly and see what's happening to the weekly. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Where my lifers at, baby? Where the lifers at? Let's go. All right. Let's take a look at our weekly. So beautiful weekly close last night. It was red and we came through and just closed the green. The weekly only went up like $80 or something. It was a crazy week, crazy price action, but from beginning to end of the week was really a nothing burger. It's pretty awesome if you think about it. We had that little dump during the Trump speech. Manipulation on a Saturday, low volume is definitely manipulation. Exchanges, whales, I don't know what they were doing, but they seem to have concluded to make people like, oh, not good enough of a speech, and then, oh, now he said something good, and then they basically reversed the price right back. This all happened while we were at the conference. It was pretty crazy. To see it in real time and to be sitting there in front of Trump was a pretty interesting thing to do, But you can see, basically all of crypto is going to go out. We want whatever candidate is going to help us progress Bitcoin forward and cryptocurrency. And you could tell that Trump was for it, RFK was for it, and they rattled the Democrats. The Democrats start thinking, hey, if I don't cater to these people, I may not get, and there's a lot of money to be said, I was with Brock Pierce, dude's worth $2.5 billion. I mean, everyone hangs out with him in their space. He's super accessible, super nice. For a billionaire, I don't know many billionaires you can go up to and just have a good conversation with, talk to regularly. He acts like a regular person. Very nice dude. It was just an amazing experience, and technically I work for Brock Pierce because I work with the Round Table, and I love them over there at Round Table. Shout out to thestreet.com, and we're forging a good relationship between our brands. Super excited to see what's happening. So I'm working with Brock, and it's an interesting concept to work with a billionaire, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing, and we're gonna through that relationship, we're going to blend my community, their community, and we're also going to learn and share so much information with the world because they have such a big presence online at that street. So check them out, Roundtable, thestreet.com, Roundtable, and find out more. All right. So the 5-day chart still looks ready to go. It could be hitting a resistance, and I'm saying, what I want people to understand is there could, there still may be this shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder that could propel us further to the upside. Something we definitely have to be careful with. We could get a rejection here and come back to the downside. It's not all up. Everyone's like, even if it's bullish up for the next 2 weeks, we may get a 5 to 6 day pullback. You never know. So always be open-minded. But right now, everything's looking good. The 3 white soldiers came in. We knew we would have continuation after these 3 white candles. We did. We talked about that many times. Now it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 days soon. Actually, it's about 21 days because we have 4 days and 10 hours till this next candle closes. But I mean, and this is what we're seeing. We're looking for this right shoulder to get made here. I do not want to see Bitcoin go lower than 61,500 if it does pull back. I'm just giving you the most bearish scenario. In case, I don't want to be a perma bull. I am an overall bull, right? I collect Bitcoin. I collect it. And it's funny, I first said that for the first time because, when you collect cars, you don't really plan on selling them. Maybe over time, a few of them here and there, but I collect Bitcoin, all right? I've never said that before. Everyone says I buy Bitcoin, I invest in Bitcoin. I collect Bitcoin. I collect it like baseball cards. I collect it like classic cars, right? I collect it like Pokemon, all right? I collect Bitcoin, all right? It's a funny way to say it. I never said it like that, but it's an interesting concept because we're not really here to sell it. We are collectors, right? I still see this inverted head and shoulder. It looks very likely with the overbought stochastics on the 3-day. We had our run up. It looks like there may be time to take some profits. We're going to take a look at that fear and greed index too. If that's starting to edge up to 75 into 80, it starts telling me there will likely be somewhat of a pullback here for Bitcoin. And today we're sitting happily at 74 with some heavy greed. It tells me to be careful. Whenever it got into the 80 region and I did not take profits on something, I regretted it. It was always a nasty pullback when we got into this region. We were pretty close to where there could be some type of pullback. Remember, we dipped down and the greed came right back up, and the greed has been pushing ever since. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed sell here. I'm just getting you ready in case you're hearing people, you're not bullish enough, perma bull, and you may want to take a step back and look at the market arbitrarily and just say, hey, I may be wrong. This may not be what's going to happen. Let me take a second look at this in case I am wrong, because I'm not 100% and I never have been. All right, I'm as close as I can. I hit 8 out of my 10 trades while we were in Bitcoin Nashville. You guys saw I lost 2 trades, one for $1.34, one for $2. It was a beautiful performance while I was traveling at the conference. It was one of my, and I kept saying I hit some of my biggest gains when I'm traveling. And we did it again there at the conference, had the computer open. I would get home. I'd trade till 2 in the morning from like 12 to 2. I'd pass out. I'd wake up at 7. We'd do the live stream. I'd go back out. I didn't eat all day. I'd meet everybody. I'd shake hands. I did so much stuff. Camera work, interviews, pictures, talked to people, went to dinners, and just had an absolute blast. And I got to share it with my sister. who's such a blessing, such a nice person, and she did everything she could to help me. She was loyal. She hired a cameraman at the last minute. She kept me calm when I needed to be calm. She made sure I had food. She said, you need some water. She was always there for me. It was like having a guardian angel, man, and it was a blessing on blessing. So to all you people out there that got family, I hope, and if you're deranged from your family or estranged from your family right now, please reach out. Say, I know it's been a long time, but I just want to say sorry. Even if you've done nothing, just call and maybe say sorry. Bite the bullet. Be the one to make the call and say, hey, you know what? It's been too long. We're family. So I just, maybe somebody needs to hear that today. If you feel like you've been estranged from someone in your family, a brother, sister, stepmother, father, whoever it may be, grandma, uncle, give them a call today. Say, hey, you know what? How you been? I know it's been a while. I don't want to make excuses, but I want to start today. That's it. So I know it's been a while. I don't want to make excuses, but I want to start today. And just put the ball in their court. And again, it may not get, sometimes you may get hung up on, sometimes it may not, but you did your part. And you said your piece. And it is what it is, all right? Let's put that lemon into the water. Let's decalcify that pineal. Got some beautiful lemons here. Absolutely lovely. That's extra lemony. Wow. Wow. Okay, moving forward, let's take a look here at BTC. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges may and can break up parabolically. Even if the daily goes sideways, like 1, 2, or 3 days of little sideways price action, we get a monster move to the upside. I like to see how the moving averages, the 21 is crossing the 50. The 21's about to cross the 80 and the 100. That's a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. I would like to see the daily interact with the 21-day moving average. If this happens, like we do something like this, the 21 comes up, we will explode. Highly likely, we will explode. There's also a point of control here. Can we hold the POC above 67,630? If we do that, we are likely going further to the upside. So right now, the daily checks out. Possibly we could open up a long right here with a stop loss right there. And there's a chance we could win that long on the daily time frame. Okay? Just putting it out there. The 22, however, showed that bearish divvy. You see, swing down while that swung up. We had the bounce, but it stayed a bit strong here. And it bounced. Look how strong it bounced. There was a nice buy opportunity at 66.8. All right? About 3 days ago. Bing, right? Now. This also may go parabolic. And you can see how it's in the size. If this could dump on you. But because the moving average is tight, see how you're going to front run the golden cross of the 22. And I do that all the time. This is a latent signal. By the time the 50 crosses the 200, you'll be here. Price will be somewhere here. If you wait to buy here, the pump will be happening. I front run the golden cross. That's how I turned it into a progressive signal. Everyone's like, but those are latent. But they're not if you've seen them for 15 years because you've seen them play out over and over again. Let me show you a time and place. Every time I say something, I like to show you a real time, proponent of that. So you don't think I'm just blowing smoke, right? But right here, here's a point where I would say, man, see how tight these moving averages are getting? And I did say it. I remember when I said, man, that's tight. I said, whenever the moving averages get tight, we're got to get a move. I said, man, look, you can see that the 50 is here. So we give it a little more. I said, wow, that 50 is going to come for the 200 SMA. All right here, you can see the 50 clearly is going to cross the 200. And that tells me that we're going to be up. So if I can get in somewhere in here with a stop below there, just in general, you don't have to be perfect, just in general, I should get paid based off front running the golden cross. And that's exactly what happened there. So I'm attempting to bring you into the same concept, but just later on in the space. All right. And so that's kind of what we're looking at here for BTC. All right. 22-hour time frame almost looks like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I've seen that play out. This kind of looks like a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder to me. So I'm not overly bearish, but I did call a short this morning. I'm going to explain why I called the short this morning. All right. And I was spot on, man. I don't mean to tell people ever what to do in trading, but if I have friends and they're in a heavy trade, and I'm worried that they may not see what I could see, or not worried, but I'm concerned they may not see what I can see, I just send them a little message, say, hey man, I'm not perfect, but I got a system that's, says there's a high likelihood. So look, the 6 hour coming back down to the 21, that's going to happen. It's just so likely. All I've seen this happen 90%, 9 out of 10 times. You're coming to this line and then bouncing, and then we could get a break. Now, you could break this and then drop. That's when we would lose the 1 minute or the 7 minute on the smaller time frames, and I would be able to call the short. See, that's all going to happen. That's how it happens. Because we've watched it so many times, we can see it happen. All right? So I see more downside for Bitcoin. 6 hour coming at least to test 67,300 for BTC. BOOKMAP also suggests that we are correct with our technical analysis. There is so much liquidity to the downside and no liquidity to the upside. All the way down to 68.1. It's not far. A lot of orders. People want to load up before we go all the way to 80K. The greed is getting a little high. People want to buy. All right. 6 hour tells us a pullback is coming for sure. The 4 hour tells us a pullback is coming for sure. All right. Likely that the 4 hour breaks the 21 and we come to the 6 hour. We'll hold this point of control. If we lose it, we'll bearishly retest and drop right down to here, touching the 4 hour 200 MA. That's way in advance. We don't even have to think about that until we cross that road, but that is a possibility. Exactly. Remember, what do you get when a bull mates with a rat, when a possum mates with a bull? You get possible. You get a possible, all right? Hey, what's possible? I don't know. What is it? I mean, you could say this is the rising wedge and we're going to bounce off the 3 hour like I'm open-minded, right? Because that is technically the trend line there. But the 6 hour lets you open it up a little. I mean, the daily lets you open it up a little bit. And the daily suggests your trend line's a little less aggressive. But I mesh time frames. You never know exactly what's 100%. You go with what you can. This morning, the 1 hour had bearish div. I told you it was a wrap. Last night, the 1 hour had bearish divergence. Today, I pointed out 15-minute bearish div. I said, that's bearish divergence. That's likely going to break to the downside. You lost the point of control too as well when you see bearish div and you lose the red on the VRVP. Wake up. Because that's a good alarm clock telling you exactly what to do. It's telling you it's time to bounce from the trade. All right. Okay. 7 minute time frame here. 7 minute. Losing the 200 SMA. We know that's a bearish sign. You lose that, you're gapping down to the value area. Look, Bart Simpson too. We haven't seen one in a while. That's a Bart Simpson, one of the greatest Bart Simpsons I've ever seen. Funny, I haven't mentioned the word Bart Simpson in a while. So strange. Well, we used to see it all the time, and it's been a long time. It's been like 4 to 5 months since I brought out the Bart Simpson. But it really is a really trading pattern. You see it? It's the Bart Simpson. I don't know about that one, but it's like this, like that, like that. All right. Alberto was here. I like that. But that's what a Bart is. It looks like Bart's head. You come right back down the side. We are clearly made a Bart this morning on BTC. I mean, if you don't see the Bart Simpson's head, it is what it is, right? It's like, can I draw the Simpsons? They got like big eyes with the black dot, right? You're like, how did Bart, what was Bart looking like? Yeah, he just has the little round nose. Just do that little loop. So funny. Anyway, this isn't picture class, but it might as well be. Okay, so the 7 minute battling the 200. Do we get pumped up? Do we pump? Be honest, it looks like we're headed down to 68,002, somewhere to the bottom of this trend line. Let's just readjust this on the 7 minute I'll even take a look at the one. One just lost to 200. That's when we short the market. So even if you didn't know anything that I told you about bearish dip, if you didn't know how to trade the 15 minute, if you knew nothing at all, my strategy is whenever you lose the 200 to open up a long or a short. If this was long, I would have longed it. If it was short, I would have shorted it. It's a very simple strategy. You just got to get yourself in the pocket to handle it day in and day out. Most people, they want to do 100 different things. You can do all you want, but all you had to do is know. And again, if you were in a long trade and you saw that you had lost the 200, say you were in a high leverage long. I'm in a high leverage long, 60, 70x leverage, right? So I'm sitting there in a high leverage long, and I see that we lose the 200 on the 1 minute. Most people would just not, that's just the 1 minute. 1 minute does nothing. What are you talking about? All the biggest dumps I've ever seen. Every big dump in the history of any asset in the world has started. When you've lost a 1 minute 200 SMA, go back test it. I've done the work. When I say things, I know for a fact they're true. I'm telling you right now, because I've spent 15 years, over 17 years, and 10 years just alone in the charts, day in and day out. I don't go out, I don't go hang out with the boys and play poker all night. I'm here doing the charts, brother and sisters. All right? We don't miss here. Funny, daylight savings time, ever since then, we've missed that group of people that come in at 11 o'clock. It's just so interesting. They used to be here at 10, but the European people's like, daylight savings time, we took a hit, man. Whenever I move my channel, it's just crazy how that happened. Got my dad's Rolex on, man. I love wearing my dad's Rolex. Always makes me feel kind of special, man. Blessings on blessings, everybody. So I could see a short to the downside for Bitcoin. And honestly, get excited. I'm going to do something monumental that I've never done before on this channel. And I'm getting inspired by Crypto Face, bro. I'll be honest, what happens is you level up when you hang out with people on another level. All right? And when people on another level are nice to you and show love, I think it's God telling you it's time to level up. You see? In my humble opinion. Also, I met his brother. And again, his brother's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. Straight up. I'm not lying. There's a reason why they're successful. Because they're good people, bro. That's it. They're good people. They're God-fearing, Christian, Catholic, good people, man. And they're my peoples, bro. Like my sister, his brother, we all sat down and it felt like family, you know. So, an inspiration of Face, all right? You're going to see me open my first $1 million trade. Yeah, you heard it here first. My first $1 million trade. I may not do it now. I may not do it right now, but it's going to happen. I've got $70,000 here at 20x leverage. If I pull the trigger, that will be a $1.4 million trade. And I'll be able to say in a $1.4 million trade for the first time in my life. We will see what happens. The short was pretty muddy. I want to make sure it's a perfect trade. All right, so we're going to be watching that. But get excited as Sammy ups the ante here. You've been watching me use smaller amounts of money for a long, long time. I perfected. Imagine if I used this amount of money and I went 8 for 10 like I did. I would have made a lot of money, right? So that's all I'm saying. I'm upping the ante. And again, I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to get wrecked. I'm going to take it one step at a time. But that is the next level that I would like to take it to. All right. Again, right now, it's just talk. Let's see the trade, right? I get it. I'm warming up to it, all right? The first thing you do is you send the money in so you actually have it, right? Then you start kind of getting yourself ready. As a trader, I don't know about you, but the positions get bigger. I remember my first Solana position was, what do I buy? Solana for $2,000. Now I got 100 grand in Solana at 109. You know what I mean? When you put $100,000 into something, but my mind, you simplify it. You just say, I used to put $1,000 in and I turned it into 10,000. So now I'm just going to put 100 down and turn it to $1 million. Like, no biggie, Anyway, I see a bear flag forming. Let me get back to brass tacks here for Bitcoin. Get a little off topic for BTC. All right. I could see the dump happening, though. And I wish I could show you my DMs, but I even DM'd Crypto Face. And I said, man, the 2 hour is going to head to the white line. I said, we're going to drop to the white line on that 2 hour time frame. I said, most of the gains in any leverage trades are going to be taken. Take that coin and bank that win. And again, he does whatever he wants. He ain't listening to me. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just saying, man, whenever you get away from the 21, and forget about me. Everyone says it's Sam's system, his system. It's not my system. I traded the markets and I know what they do. They do this. This is what the markets do. It's not even my system. I'm revealing to you what the markets do. You can, that's how he trades. Yeah. I trade because I have to trade that way to be successful with the markets because that's what the markets do. Look, that's a bearish divergence right there. Tells you you're going to drop. Now you can see that we could come to the 2 hour 200 MA. It's an M pattern. M's break to the downside. You get a gap here. It just, I'm seeing some bearishness here on the 2 hour time frame. It doesn't look amazing. I could see bearish divergence last night. So it's telling me we're coming down to this 200 SMA. We're coming down to retest this next area of resistance at 65,230. We don't have liquidity that low. We have some at 66,000, and we still got a 70K guy up there. And it's not 100% bearish. The 2-hour time frame looks like it needs some time to reset here, and it's starting a momentum move to the downside. It is false move Monday, just be careful. But we also had some really good pumps, like Wednesday, Thursday, throughout this show, Thursday, Friday, we got some good pumps. I traded long all during the entire conference, except for when Trump was on, we got the little dump, and then we bounced back to the upside. So the 22-hour looks like bear div coming down on us, right? So you have all these lines, you want to delete them really quick. You go here to your graph, you find your brushes, you right click, and then you just hit delete. They'll all be gone, right? You can always see everything you did here and layer it. You can even label it, turn it into a layer, okay? And then you can own that layer as an object tree, all right? It's really nice, okay? That's hitting this here. Like, look, you can highlight all this, hit create group of drawings, and then you can get rid of that group of drawings. So say you wanted to have like a rising wedge, and say you wanted a bullish and a bearish idea, but you don't want to see them at the same time. You could set them both up and then look at them, more subjectively clean, right? I tend to like to just use two different charts. Like I'll use the Binance US and the Binance, you know what I mean? I'll just use two different charts, right? Now, here's the deal. To me, that's the trend line now. I'm going to be a little more selective here. That is the trend line, and we could be bouncing off this trend line. And again, like the daily suggests, so I'm not overly bearish or bullish right now. I'm in the middle. I am in the middle. It kind of has, look, shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. It resembles kind of an inverted head and shoulder, all right? So what do I see happening today? What would be the trade of the day? Honestly, it's Monday. I would probably wait till tonight to open up the trade to see what's going to happen, all right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Let's see what's happening with the chat. I want to jump on into the chat and see what's going down. Hi, Ruby. Shout out to Stephen J. All good, Sebby. Good morning. Amen. Amen. Oh, wow. When you got to get the pinned comments up. See, everything messes up when you wake up late or there's a discrepancy. It creates a catalyst. It creates a catalyst and things just don't go perfectly. It is what it is. But first day back in the live stream after the unbelievable Bitcoin conference, right? Never too late. Life is short, baby. Never, 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 never. Shout out to Master Friend. You was on the other side of my trade. I'm sorry. Hey, Lifer, great to see you live again. I'm curious if you use any kind of order flow. Have a beautiful day. You don't need order flow because I look at the liquidity. Liquidity creates order flow. Order flow goes to liquidity, my friend. All right. Long and Sammy, what a lifer. Awesome show, broski. From my heart, God bless you. Shout out to John Wick. We love you. Did you meet Russell Brand? I didn't, and I should have. I could have easily met him and Kid Rock had I went out of my way. I was tired, man. Honestly, I put you guys first. This time I could have run and met Russell Brand. I went back to my hotel and I did my charts. I'm going to become very, very wealthy and very famous. I know that. This is the beginning of my life. And many famous people are going to come in out of my life, and they're going to become my friends. And they already were. I was friends with Stephon Marbury. I was friends with Twister. I've been friends with Leah Ramini, I got friends in the industry. I got friends all over. I know Boss Rutan, we used to hang out back in the day. I know a bunch of people that are quite established. And even before, I was working in the TV industry for a long time. They didn't know I wasn't on their level by any means. But I'm gaining some momentum now. It feels better. But yeah, I didn't get to see Russell, but eventually I know these things will happen in time. So here's the deal. Are we going to get the bounce? Or are we going to get the bearish retest to the downside? I'm a little more bullish than bearish because, I got that vibe. So here's the deal. If the 1 hour, the 2 hour can reset on their stochastics and we can hold this bottom trend line, we're in the money. We're in the money. But exactly like I said, baby, it did exactly like I said. It went right down here to the white line. I just know whenever you space to the white line, it's going to happen. And there you have it, baby. Spot on. Spot on. Man, right to that 20. And again, last night I said to my students, use the 2 hour. The 2 hour is going to be the time frame you want to focus on. This is going to be the one that's going to rock us or wreck us, right? Yeah. Bang. And the 2 hour did exactly what it was supposed to do. It dumped right back down. Bang, to the white line, like just like it was supposed to. Such a beautiful thing. Bang, bang, bang. Wow, we got the most subscribers ever here on Twitter. 28,300 followers on Twitter. Gaining momentum. Happens when you get retweeted by the Thread guy, man. Thread guy's the man, dude. One of the nicest people in the space, straight up. Like, you guys already know. Tom Crown, Crypto Billy. We met everybody in the space. And people started to know. I was more known than I ever was, right? So people knew me. Everywhere I went, people were there. Just what up, what up, what up, what up? Can I get a picture? There's the Thread guy. He's a cool dude, man. And that, he deserved that interview with Andrew Tate. He's a good dude. He gets every good thing coming to him, man. I think he even retweeted me earlier yesterday. Yeah, is it me? Are you obsessed with the Bitcoin conference? And I think I got a retweet from him. Pretty sure he retweeted me. Let's see. The Thread guy. He's the man, dude. Nice dude. Somewhere. There it is. He retweeted me right there, man. He's the man, dude. When people do that, he has 183,000 followers on Twitter. It helps you out. You know what I mean? And again, big push coming. You're funny, man. Martini guy. Martini guy, I like the dude, man. There's controversial figures in here. Everyone does different things. I don't watch him like every single day, so I don't know everything about him. He's just been nice to me. And when my mom died, he reached out and said, hey, I'm sorry about your mom, man. And everybody that did that, I gained so much respect for. So look, there's a strong bullish div here on the 1 minute. Could be holding us down. So here, you're going to watch these stochastics on the 1 minute time frame. And as long as they reset and you don't break these lows, you're going to go back to that 21. And this could be the reversal for the day. Let me tighten up this trend line here a little bit. And again, if you're just watching, I'm a macro trader. I do a macro analysis every day. We start all the way at the weekly, sometimes even the monthly. And we shrink it down. Remember, we have the monthly candle close coming up too. That's going to be Wednesday night. So you're going to get an extra live stream Wednesday night for the monthly candle close. I don't miss. We do the weekly candle close. We do the monthly candle close. Heck, we close it all. We close shop. Shout out to 1,279 people here on the live. 439 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. $50 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Blessings on blessings for everybody here on the live. Did you have your lemon water? Did you work out? Did you push yourself? You're the only one that's going to be your manager. You got to be like a hard boss to yourself. You got to love yourself, but be a hard boss to yourself. Don't get soft on yourself. Why? If you're going to be soft on anybody, don't make it yourself. Be hard on yourself. When you're hard on yourself, you're better for others. I'm going to repeat that. When you're hard on yourself, you're better for others. Just made that up. I really think that, and you don't want to be too hard on yourself, but like if you know you could be more polite, if you know you should swear less, and you're hard on yourself about it, then you go somewhere and you don't use profanity and you sound great. And that was better for everybody. So when you're hard on yourself, you're better for others. I'm saying it. Man, some people may disagree. I believe it's true. All right. Man, Casper are ready to explode 100%. Casper looks absolutely lovely here for Bitcoin. So we're seeing, can we get the daily reversal, or do we make a bear flag and head to the downside? Measured move of the bear flag would take you further here. Measured move takes you to 67,949 for Bitcoin. And only time will tell, but we will see. We will see. So what is Sammy going to do? I usually don't trade Mondays as much as I'd like to. As much as you'd like to see me throw around that $1.4 million trade, that's probably going to happen on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, my favorite days to trade. Unlikely we're going to do that on a day, right? That's not, you know what I mean? Again, and it's a big deal for me to do that. It really is, right? Sammy, man. Unbelievable. Shout out to every single one of you. I'm going to be in a retrospective mode for the next few days. Really just thinking about my life and everything in it. And look, there's the dump easy. You lost the 21-day moving average on the 7-minute time frame. That says to open up a short. Whenever the 7-minute loses the 200, I'm short, baby, until further notice. So if I were you, I would be short right now. Period. Imagine if I short the market right now with 1.4 mil. I mean, you go to the 15, the 5. Wow, so look, once the 5 lost to 200, you short. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to show you that. So here's the deal. Just like when we were longing, you start to set up your short now. Because if you break that 200 on the 15, you're going to at least the SMMA right here, you see? At least to the SMMA. Likely all the way down to liquidity, which is right about here at 67,197. We're also going to talk about the CME gap. We're also going to look at the dollar index. We've got a lot to cover ground. We have a 2-hour show. We're just getting started here, folks. You're just entering the realm of the Crypto Lifer experience. This is just the actual scratching of the surface, the tip of the iceberg, the very beginning, the little piece of the puzzle. There's so much more to add to the picture here, and we're going to build it for you every single day, no matter what. Keeping it real, keeping it awesome, and doing what we got to do to survive. Let's take a look at 68864. Take profit is 67,197. Shout out to Flopping Groper. I'm going to shout you out on every single stream now and CryptoFace, because once I like somebody, I really like them, man. I either don't like you or I love you with every single thing I have. I'm not a halfway guy. I just can't be like, he's okay. Either you're awesome and you're in my squad, or you're just not in my squad. You see what I'm saying? And I'm vouching, man. I'm vouching for the CryptoFace family. When you see two brothers aligned like that, my dad always said, stay with your family. When you see two brothers aligned like that, it's important. So I could risk 15 grand for 33,000. It's not a good, it's not a great risk reward ratio. But that says you're going to dump to the downside. Now that candle closed below the 200. You're going down. I told you guys we were going down right here. I wish I could show you the DM where I'm like, yo, we're going to dump. You know what I mean? And we dump, man. Shout out to everyone that's jumping on into the WEX campaign. It's going very, very well. They're very happy with us. Keep it up, lifers. Keep it up. You'll get lower fees. WEX is amazing. No KYC, no issues, no problems, no stress. Just trade, baby. Just trade and do what you got to do. Claim up to 20,000 in USDT bonus. You have 19 days, 13 hours, 8 minutes, and 46 seconds to jump on it today. The more you deposit, the more bonuses you can receive. Okay? And the bonuses are distributed evenly through 10 days. So, for example, if you net deposit of 500 during the week, Wix will distribute a daily future bonus of 10 for 10 consecutive days within 48 hours after the first trade. It's pretty awesome, man. And they're really awesome about it. They also raised their fees, but then I started the campaign and I said, but I have a great people. You can't. And I said, you know what, for Lifer, if they sign up to this link, they're going to have less fees. That's amazing. That's a big deal. They retweeted me yesterday too as well. So I like that. Jump on into WEX today. All right? Jump on into WEX today. Also, Houdini Swap. I'm telling you right now, they're a great channel sponsor. I love Houdini Swap. Why? Because I am crypto lazy. I don't want to have to go from my exchange back to my wallet, from my wallet back to my exchange, and do 1,000 things. And I know about a lot of different chains. You might know about the Blast token. You might have made Blast, put it in some coin, it might flip. You might have sold it. You might be sitting with Blast, 5 grand of Blast in your wallet. But now you got to send Blast back to some centralized exchange. You got to move it, get it again, find it, keep moving it. It's not that fun. But now you got this meme on Sol. You really want to put maybe $1,000 of your Blast, and this is all hypothetical. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just going through an idea in my mind, you know. So then you're like, oh, I want to put $1,000 of this 5 grand in Blast and this Sol meme. You're gonna have to sell Blast, move it on, you know. Now you don't. Now you can just go from Blast to Sol and go buy that meme. Put the wallet receiving address in here, get it done, hit find the best route. They'll give it to you. Then you're gonna put where it came from. Boom. It's gonna happen very, very fast with the standard. You can also make it private. This will make it last 20 to 40 minutes. It'll add some time, but it'll still be amazing. This keeps going up. It was 571. It's now 582. Another $10 million in swap volume in the last week and a half. Continues to pump to the upside. Bang, 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 Houdini Swap. All right. Houdini Swap also comments. Hey, look at this. I told you that was going down when the 7-minute loss. I should have opened up my $1 million short and made gains in front of you. I could see what was going to happen. All right. I saw it up here last night. You know what I mean? But I'm sitting there reaming customer service out over the internet upload speed. The upload speed, I went to an Airbnb with just regular personal internet. And I do my Bitcoin updates in the morning. They came out beautifully, and they uploaded beautifully. But then I start doing the uploads here at Comcast Business, same computer that I had back at, and they take like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 3 minutes. I called them like, why is it taking so long to upload a file? You're not making sense to me, you know? When this candle closes below, you're likely going to go further to the downside. Now let's take a look at our bigger targets here for dumpage because you've lost this trend line. Now you're looking for the bearish retest. And again, rising wedges break down where they began. You're looking for a move all the way back to the 200 SMA here at 65,630. That's very likely where price action is going to go. So anyway, I'd be wary. And look, there's a strong bearish div right there that I told my students, and a double top M pattern. I mean, it was all there telling you. I said, yeah, maybe we bounce. I'm open-minded, but it's unlikely. It's more likely we head further to the downside here for Bitcoin. And that's exactly what happened. So I do see that we could go lower at least. You know, you lose this point of control, you're dropping right there at 67,250. And now the liquidity is coming out. Now they're dropping you down to 67,000. You can see. And you said this is order flow. Someone said, do you use order flow? These are the orders. This is order flow 100%. If you don't understand this, then you don't understand liquidity. Order flow is liquidity. Where do people have the orders? On the book. You know what I mean? You can use order blocks and all that. I think it's corny. I don't need it. I'm super amazing without it. But you do whatever makes you happy. I don't trade like everybody else. My system is elite. If I did what everyone else, my system wouldn't be elite, man. Come on. I wouldn't be the lifer, bro. Why do you think my channel has grown so much more than any technical analyst? I've grown more than any technical analyst. People grow like me. They had 100,000 subscribers. They already were well established. You know what I'm saying? These are facts, too. He's always talking about himself again. These are facts, man. We're just talking about the facts. If you don't like the facts, I'm sorry. All right? But we have grown more than any other channel, really, from basis to beginning in technical analysis. And we're starting to blow people away that were higher than us. Crypto Savvy had, what, 50-something thousand? I blew him out the water. He had 50,000 subscribers when I had 10. There's a reason why certain people rise above the water, man. It is what it is. God bless everybody out here. I'm just saying, right? And God bless everybody out there. God bless everyone. I'm not putting anybody down. I just want to say that. God bless Savvy. God bless everyone out here that does technical analysis. I think everyone that puts crypto in front of their name in live streams helps my channel, helps your life. We all help each other. You'll never hear me putting down any other channels here. I love everybody here in the space. If I have to talk negatively about something, I won't talk about it. We're only going to push people up. I just wanted to state a fact of, like, I used to watch people that were on YouTube before me, and I ended up surpassing them. That's all I'm saying. And, you know, that comes from the grind, baby. That comes from the grind. 15-minute continuing to dump to the downside. I should have taken that beautiful $1 million short. Right there at 66.38. You know, I'd be sweating right now, though. I'd probably be up like $5,000 in a minute. You know, you got to get used to doing that. So the $5,000 doesn't feel that big of a deal. You got acclimated to bigger positions slowly. You just keep up with the ante, Like I made a couple $300,000 trades recently. I'd never done that, you know, the last 4 or 5 months. And so, and again, I'll still do my little babies. I'll still do my 100 for 300, everyone. Every once in a while, you'll still see me scalping. I'm not going to go all the way. But when I see something huge, I'm going to take a big move on it. And that's what I'm looking at here for BTC. All right. When this candle closes in 2 minutes and 50 seconds, how do you do that? Right-click, count down to bar close. You'll always know when the bar closes. Hey, it's 2 a.m. Get out of here. The bar's closed. Last call for alcohol. Oh, yeah. Nah, but don't drink, everybody. Drinking alcohol is a waste of time. I was at the conference where there was free booze thrown at me left and right. People paying for dinners. I could have a glass of wine, whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. And I just stuck drinking lemon water, man, just like I do every single time. Why do you think you keep your skin clear? You say long. People are like, you're not 41 years old. People thought I was 35, 36. I got a couple people saying I was 34. You're 32. You're just a little in your 30s, huh? I was joking around. I was like, I'm 57 years old, bro. Dude was like, I was like, no, I ain't 57, man. Shout out to Gary Cardone. I didn't get a chance to kick it with him as much as I could, but we had a few nice, kind words, and just nice to see Gary. He always smiles at me and gives me a twinkle in his eye, and I love you, Gary. You're a good dude, man. I like Gary. I think Gary's a great guy, you know? You know, he also got to sit with Trump. I love that. All my people's got their picture with Trump at me, but it's okay. I'll get my time. I'll get my time. And honestly, it's cool, man. I was there to help other people, man, and to have fun, man. That was the key. Wow, so we just put out this short on the 1 minute time frame. Look how quickly in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did anyone take this short to the downside? I don't normally trade Mondays. I have rules. It's sad that I have to stick to my rules. It's corny. I know it makes it boring. BGT boys all made it home okay. Great hanging out and talking with you, Sam. Shout out to Jimmy. My man, Jimmy, man. Shout out to my man, Jimmy Vival. Jimmy, you're the man, dude. I love you, Jimmy. Shout out to everybody. Jimmy is the man, dude. God bless you, Jimmy. Thank you for being here. Jimmy is able to do it all the time. Jimmy, I call him Jimmy Viable, all right? Because he's always doing it. You know what viable means? V-I-A-B-L-E. Jimmy Viable. I love it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Where's your trade at? I do not have a trade open. I don't trade Mondays. Yes, I traded as soon as it crossed below the 200, and I should have taken the signal. Fire Gary Gensler. It was awesome. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for the love. Non-farm protocol this week. Thank you so much. God bless you. Hey, Lifer, what are some of your longer holds? My longer holds. Solana, 100K. Chainlink, 100K. Atom, 100K. Caspa, 100K. I got $500,000 basically in those 4 coins. Because some of them are over there like 140, 150 depending at this point. So I got $500,000 in those 4 coins. That tells you something, right? I believe in those 4 coins pretty big. And I believe they're going to turn that $500,000 into $5 million. And that's just one thing I'm working on. I'm going to get out of this rally with 20 to 30 mil if everything goes right. That's the plan. You know what I mean? That's why I moved to Florida, man. There's something better than, do what I can. So I see another bear flag here forming for Bitcoin. You have to remember now the 15-minute just closed the candle below the 200, which is a bearish sign. All right? That tells you you're likely going to go lower, and then you look at the liquidity. All right? I did that thing where, you hide a part of the, there it is. You can't see the edge of the screen through 2 screens. Does this ever happen to you? It's annoying. Yeah. Anyway, if you were in my trading group this morning, I did not say let's take a long. I said be careful. Last night at 2 a.m., I even cautioned one of my good trading buddies, who I won't mention. I said I would get out of the trade right now and take those gains. Smart man that he is, did that eventually on his own accord. I'm sure his own signals told him without me saying a word. Let's take a look at our Forex Factory as we got some non-farm. Let's see what's happening throughout the week, all right? Monday, July 29th, all right? Unemployment rate for Japan came out. That comes out tonight, all right? Retail sales month over month in Australia. No. All right, JOLTS job openings. That always creates a little bit of something. That's going to be at 10 a.m. tomorrow. All right. Nothing big, though. For Forex might affect you. Wednesday, core CPI flash estimate in Europe, so nothing for us. Pending home sales month over month. I'd like to see what that says. Me being a little more into real estate than ever been, I really want to see that information. And then FOM statement in a press conference tomorrow at 2 p.m. Might sway the market subtly. I don't know what they're going to say exactly, but usually it's not that big of a deal. Monetary policy summary, official bank rate, that's all bank, and unemployment claims, though. That's 8:30 for the U.S. That's going to rock the market on Thursday. August 1st, that's going to be the most volatile moment, all right? And then non-farm employment change on Friday, too, as well, and unemployment rate as well. So Thursday and Friday, it's going to be a funky week. Thank you, Master Friend, for pointing that out and always being amazing. Shout out to Master Friend. If you don't know who Master Friend is, I suggest you find out. He joined my trading group, became one of my best students, became loyal. We had some people that backstab. He did some really shady things to me. He ended up realizing when they all went their way, he stayed with me. He showed his loyalty, man, to the lifer. And because of that, I rewarded him greatly, and God rewarded him greatly for his behavior. Because good people deserve good things. And he also doesn't deserve it just because he's good. He deserves it because he's competent. I don't hire someone just because they have a great heart. That's one of the prerequisites, but they also have to be a genius. And this guy's a genius, okay? I know a genius when I find one, and I caught myself a fish, and I got one right here. And this guy is a great white shark, baby. You want to eat some shark meat, you jump on in, you hang out with my man, Master Friend, all right? Nobody has a master friend like I do. Loyal, smart, kind, loving, talks to people in grace, always open-minded and caring. Beautiful man. And you can hit the link right here. He does a 3-day mentoring session every single week in my group. It's a one-time $300 fee. I think you'd just be foolish not to take yourself up on it. If I provided it for you, know that I went out on my way to create it. Why would I put anyone else in my trading group but me? If I'm doing that, there's got to be a reason. Hit the QR code or the link below to find out more about Master Friend and what we're doing here on Leverage Mastery. Do you keep losing your leverage trades? You want to get to where Sammy is, using $70,000 and getting it up to the next level? That's going to take some time. You're going to need, I believe, a boot camp to keep you kicking. And we got it all for you every single day, no matter what. So stay tuned for more. We're going to keep it pushing for you every single day. Shout out to Master Friend. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Shano. And shout out to everybody here on the live. All right, so finally another bullish divvy here. A little bit there. That swings up. Well, that swings down. We got bullish divergence yet again. Eventually, we will find our daily bottom. But, you know, when the stochastics are overbought, so you need to make a higher high here at one point on the micro. Like you need, like you're not bullish unless Bitcoin can break back above 68,326. If you're here many, many days, I don't know, 1,000 days, how many days of the thousands of times I've live, maybe 400 or 500, we've called the daily bottom. We've watched it happen. We've said that's your bottom. And then, you know, to me, because the 15-minute is lower than the 200, looks like this may continue to go to the downside. All right. Measured move takes you further down and really all the way to 67,250. Back to test that weekly support and resistance level for BTC. So we answered the super chats. We got $50 from my man Jimmy. BGT boys. BG all made it home okay. Great hanging out and talking with you, Sam. So happy, man. Blessings everybody out there, man. I heard he has a 8-pack of Steel Labs. I do. No, I use in Wex now instead of Mexi. I use them both at different times. Yeah. Wex is great. I like Wex. You know what I mean? What books would you recommend for trading if you find a reading books useful? I would do Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. That's the only book you need. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. That's the only book you need when it comes to trading. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I live and die by that man. He changed my mindset, the way I thought. He explains that trades aren't supposed to go that way. Like you get negative in your head and you think every trade's connected. You lose 3 trades, you think you're going to lose every trade again. But that's not the case because no trades are the same. Every time you make a trade, you're separate from that trade. It's a different form of reality, a different time and space. You're not in the same time and space. So this tells you you could just open up a short immediately. I don't have the guts yet, man, with the big money. If I went full port, how big would the trade be? Oh, yeah, now I was like, don't go yet. No. Total profit, we're going to 67,197. Stop loss would be at 68,864. It's Monday, and I can't take a trade. I can't take a 1-to-1. It's just not going to happen. How come it says it's a 2-to-1? Yeah, because we're way lower now. I can't tell you what's likely going to happen, though, based on the charts. That's a 3-to-1. I would have to go all the way for profit to 65,298. Now, usually I don't go all the way. Why is that doing that? All right, 65,298. Now let's see if I just want to see if I can. Yeah, now that's like 6,000 for 18,000, right? We go from there. And is the CME gap in play? Sammy, alt season or new all-time high? Anyone could tell me the supports and resistance numbers. My data's too bad. Just pay attention, man. I've said them out loud numerous times. Prime closing above the 4-hour 200MA. That's a good sign. But just be careful on your altcoins, man. I see an issue here with the alts. So look at all the liquidity now, all the way to 66,000. They're coming lower, man. I'm telling you, I could see this happening before it happened based on the moving averages. The moving averages tell you it's likely going down. The 1 minute's made a flag there, dumped again. We consistently just keep, you see, making lower highs. We're struggling with some type of divergence for the bounce. Right now, Bitcoin's not bullish unless you get back above 68,300. Now, you are getting pretty far away from the 21. But look, had you just opened a short when the 1 minute lost to 200, you would have been in you would have been able to print money for days. I'm going to start using these huge positions and just printing money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my strategy right there. We do it long, we do it short. I talk about it every single day. Now, most people would be, if I never talked about it, you'd be like, you can't just show that after the fact. But I talk about it every day. So, like, and I talk about it without taking a break. Like, I brought it up yesterday. I bring it up every single day in my life. People still can't see what I show them, even though it's so simple. How many people are in the short right now making gains? You don't have to have the same rules as me, so that's okay. Anybody put a 333 if you're making gains in the short right now? I'd like to know if you're making gains. This is the way. Shout out to Jared D. 333. I want to see more. How many people making gains? I'm traded with just under $1 million. Okay. BOOKMAP, Bitcoin dominance going down. Nice. Well, that's what we need to see. Wow, we got Jao Perez. Man, I love you, brother. This guy's been so nice to me. Shout out to Jao. Shout out to Sylvan. Shout out to Surak. Shout out to Danny Seltzer. Shout out to Random. Shout out to Lifer Adam in the house. Austin Orr. Austin, you've been with me for a long time. God bless you, Austin. Shout out to CJ Morissette. I'm waiting on the squeeze in the XRP and demand zone. Shout out to Bobby Black in the house. Servando Estrada. Ty Shantz. Jennifer Moffitt. Lifer Adam and all the beautiful people here on the live. Shout out to Manny. CJ Morissette. Back at it. Craw Billies. Tales of Crypto. Paul Caruso. Paul, I love you, brother. Frank for years. John Preston. Rick Lee. Guys, I'm the technical analyst your favorite technical analyst watches. I'm telling you. I'm the guy that they watch just in case they're like, yeah, I think I'm wrong, but I'm going to say what this guy says. I'll be right most of the time. If they just watch my updates and bite me, then they're going to be good. If they do their own thing, we don't know what's going to happen. So crazy. Hey, I love you. I love you, Reckless Youth. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Jan Leonard. Jan, you've been here for a long time. I see your name. I love you. Shout out to Mansa. Shout out to Crypto Borg. Wow, Ty Shantz and everybody here. Gabe Holm, we love you. Get ready for a huge thunderstorm. I'm here on Lake Superior. I'm excited. Wow. We get thunderstorms every day here. I don't get too excited by it. I want you to spot my years of trading experience. MK1XL. Hey, man, we bring the positive vibes regardless, right? I'd watch anybody. This is live. This isn't even about trading experience. We'll just see if the guy wins and loses trades. That would be fun for me. I would watch to see if Sammy's going to win or lose. Sammy going to win or lose today? What is Sammy going to do? Lifer operates on a higher vibration. Amen. We do. Higher vibrations, higher frequencies. Sam, can you check XRP? I got 10x XRP. I'm debating on maybe selling and buying lower if your alpha says so. Can you tell us how we set the indicators? It could be pretty nice how to set the indicators. All right. I've never done that on the stream in a while. You know what? And it's a teaching moment to do. I'll do it. All right. First thing you're going to do is delete every single thing on your screen. Hi, everybody. What if I talk like this and I had this? But I was really good TA, and I just said, we're going to go here with the local things on the 200 SMA, and make sure everything goes to the upside. And, I've been trading since I was 25. Would you guys would still take the TA, right? There'll be no problem with the technical analysis. You'd still get it, right? Wouldn't matter how weird I sound. You'd still take the technicals, and you would trade the technicals. I don't know. No, Mike Tyson was this. Mike Tyson was. Yeah, I don't like, man. I like to smoke, but I get nasty when I don't smoke. I'm not gonna smoke for Jake Paul. I want to be really nasty. I want to be really nasty for Jake. Sammy with a list was not what I expected to come into. Have you ever talked to that from here on out, bro? So basically, I can talk like this, sir. We can do it. Hi, everybody. My name's Sam Paz. I was born with a strange voice, technical thing. It makes me sound like Elmo. Every time I say hi, people think I'm Elmo from Sesame Street, but I'm not Elmo. Okay, I can do all sorts of weird voices. I could do all sorts of cartoons. I could be a little mouse. Yeah, Lois. Hey, Lois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your... Everybody, my name's Peter Griffin. I live in Quahog, and I like to drink beer, hang out and watch Crypto Lifer. He's the best. Wait, Crypto Lifer doesn't like beer, but I still do. And you know what? It doesn't matter. You know, because he's a good guy, and I'm gonna get better one day. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do good things. Eventually, I won't have this beer belly and this big gut that you see Peter have. I'm gonna be big and jacked, just like the American Dad. Yeah. All right, so let's take a look here and get back to brass tacks for Bitcoin. You guys are getting me. I'm getting funky over here. Entertaining and great TA. Amen. Amen. You got to entertain the people. All right, so now we have a nice bullish dip, like a really strong one. That's likely going to be, that's attempting to be the bottom. So we're going to get rid of this now. See how we kept tracking it? We had the bear flag. We had the secondary bear flag. And then you stop the bear flag when you see divergence. You have to be like, oh. Beautiful long here with bullish divergence on the bottom of this. Could tell us to take us further to the upside for sure. A lot of alts back at their cycle lows. DXY dubbing, I'm here for the entertainment, amen. Hey man, that's a smart move. So look, there's bearish divvy now. And that could propel us further to the upside. And now what you're looking for, see, you're looking for your shoulder, your head, your right shoulder. You're looking to make the ascending triangle, but to break to the upside on the ascending triangle. You can kind of already see, because price action does this every single day, and it only moves in the same 2 or 3 patterns when it reverses. It either does a V-shaped recovery out of nowhere, or an inverted head and shoulder. You know what I mean? Or a double bottom. Like, those are the 3 ways you're going to see the price action go back up. It can't go back up without that. It tried, look, a shoulder, a head, and then it slumped on the shoulder. And then you use the stochastics RSI to figure that out. All right, let me get back into what I'm doing here. So here, the first thing you're going to add is the MAs. You're going to go here and at 5 MA. Click on it. Once you click on it, you're going to get 5 moving averages. Go to the settings bar. 5, 50, 100, 150, 200. Style. I don't know how that got changed. Let me see. I have it set up differently. I have. Hey, let me just go get my setup. Because I don't have to do it again just for no reason. White, red, purple, blue, and yellow. 21, 50, 80, 100, 200. You have to put these numbers in. Take a screenshot right now. And I can do it fast because you can always go back and screenshot it. So that's there for you done. It's been screenshotted. You can take it. Those are your 5 moving averages. All right. Then I add the VRVP. The VRVP, right? The visual range volume profile. I put that on the side because I want to see where liquidity is. However, your VRP will not look like mine. Yours will look like this because I will put a 0, 24. Yours will look big and chunky. Go to your settings bar and turn the 4. Just slap a 0 on that puppy. I acted a 5 accident, but just slap a 0 on the 24. All right. Yeah. If breaks there, I may sell to buy 52 or 46 inch. Yeah. Looks like, I mean, I'll be honest, whenever the 50-minute loses the 200, we usually get a nasty dump. And so far, that's been playing out. And all I had to do is really open up the trade right there. I'd be in the money without even thinking about it. The problem is our emotions make us, we hesitate. It happens to me all the time. I have to break through. It's a constant process to break through emotion. It's not something that, even though we get better at it, it's something we still have to do every single day. Yeah. You trade the VWAP. You don't really, I personally don't trade the VWAP because the VWAP gets its momentum from the stochastics RSI and the RSI in a way. You know what I mean? The volume weighted average price. I don't know. It just, and it's very similar to a moving average in a way. You trade whatever you got to trade over and over again. I don't add new things. I'm pretty good at what I've been doing. So I kind of stick to what I've been doing. Like today, I could see the short. I called the short last night at 2 in the morning. You know, straight up. Yeah. Sam, to be honest, you learned me a lot. Jay Bella, I love you, brother. Yeah. We're still in post-halving chop. Bull run is just starting. Amen. I feel the same. It's going to be a big, big run to everybody. We're consolidating for a massive move up now. That's what it looks is happening to me, you know. And you can see now you got this falling wedge. If these break down, they break down fast, but a lot, you know, they mainly break back up. But this dumps, you're going to dump even lower. People want to see the CME So I'm going to give you guys your CME gap on the daily. CME gap right there sitting, and we'll post it up for you. So whenever we come back, we'll be able to see it immediately. But there's a big CME gap there too as well. Let's take a look if there's any FVGs, fair value gaps, and let's take a look at that as well. Once I married the 200, my life changed forever though. Yeah. Lifer, Sam, my emotions are keeping me from closing along for a $200 loss. I'm doing that thing when I'm grabbing my head, telling myself how dumb I am. That's okay, bro. Dude, my lowest lows created my highest highs. I cherished every low in my life now that I look back on it, because without those lows, an elastic has to get pulled back, my friend. Don't sweat it, brother. There's no failure, only feedback. Stop. Don't go to the negative place. Tell yourself, you know what? This $200 loss is the greatest education I've ever felt. And remember, you can make more. You live in abundance. That 200 can come and go. Today, someone might call you and say they need you for help and give you $200. You might get it back in 2 seconds. Stay positive. Stay positive. Rework the brain. Do not go to those negative spaces. That does nothing for you. You do need to say, hey, I shouldn't do this again, and correct yourself. I get it. But it does nothing for you. All right. The daily now closing pretty bearish if we close like that. And we're waiting for the 21-day moving average. And now you got a little bearish div on the daily, if you ask me, because this swings down. And this kind of swings slightly up or flat. Yeah, that's bearish divergence on the daily. And look, you can almost look at it like this. Like a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder that wants to break further to the downside. Okay? That would take you somewhere to 62,770 for Bitcoin. I tried to send a super chat 2 times now, and my computer just gets stuck buffering. That happened to me the other day too, man. Same thing, and it wouldn't tell me if it sent the super chat or not too. Same thing happened to me recently. They have some bugs with super chats, brother. Every once in a while, not a lot though. Like 90% of the time, I have no problems. And then every once in a while, I can't send someone a super chat on a live stream. They wouldn't let me super chat Tom Crown the other day. I tried to, it wouldn't let me do it. It would not let me do it. You know? Yeah. Lifer, my man. And shout out to everybody that's following me on Twitter now, saying, what up, Billy Eatman? Shout out to Billy Eatman in the house. What are you saying, Billy? Gotta love that M pattern, right? Let's take a look here. We have non-farm protocol. Hey, Lifer. We answered the longer holds. We did the BGB. We did it all. All right. And then Jimmy had to come through and throw down. Jimmy, you're the man, dude. Can you do Peter Schiff, please? Peter Schiff is the markets, or, you know, no, I have to listen to him for a while. It's not the way markets are meant. No, how does Peter Schiff talk? He's like, let me think really closely. Hey! Do that in your own living room. Get out of Sammy's professional living room over here. Go over your own living room. Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hey, wait. They can't see your face. You have a mask? We have to give you his mask. I'm kissing her right now when you can't see her. Go, run, you little bun. I produce children. That's what I do. I make them. I make a lot of them, and I spread them around. I like it. I like to spread my loins. Do Sleepy Joe. Remember how many he itches his eye? He would always itch his eye. You've noticed that? I think it was a tell for something, like, get me off the stage. Because he'd be like, no more questions. Don't read Jill's diary. Ooh. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Where's the short target? Children laughter is what it's all about. Your children want you to go long. No. We ain't going long. I see more downside for Bitcoin, man. I'm telling you, when the 15-minute loses the 200, you're going to dump to the downside. It is what it is. I called this dump for my whole channel for everybody this morning. I said, that's bearish div. All you had to do is short bearish divergence right there. You're in the money. You're not Jordan. He's king of impersonations.
My name's Jordan Cameron. Hey, there's the lifer. Everybody, if you're going to go into Atom, you got to get Atom. I like Atom. Atom's a good one. You know, I've been getting Atom. Jordan. My name's Jordan. I'm eating a shock. I eat a shock. Hey, life is a stud, dude. Life is a stud. That dude's a stud.
I bet his daughters could even tell us we were going down. Yep. What about the 200 MA on the 30-minute time frame? Well, that's what happened. See, I love what you just said. So let me explain. So you're sitting up in the morning, you'll see the 1 minute lose the 200. You'll open up the short. Then you'll see the 5 minute come into the 200. If you break that, you keep the short alive. Then you go to the 7 minute 200. If you break that, now you're going for the 15 minute 200. You know that. Once you break the 15 minute 200, you're going for the 30 minute 200. That's your next target. You break this 30 minute 200, where are you going? The 1 hour 200 MA. And that means you're headed down to 67,178, which is the double bottom area, which was a rising wedge, which breaks down 68% of the time. And that's the first target of the rising wedge. The second target brings you all the way down to 65,269. And here we are all the way back to 67,700 for Bitcoin. 70K top would be jokes. Why are we going down? Because people are taking profits, man. We've been pumping for a long time. And because there was bearish divergence. I don't ask why or how. That was also a Bart Simpson pattern. Can you do Lark? He's such a happy guy.
Lark has a bit of a lisp, but he's a really nice guy. And you know, if you buy Bitcoin at the right time, and you position yourself greatly, everything will work out. Okay? You just gotta believe in yourself, and it'll work out. I like to wear these new colored shirts. I never wear them like that before. I got rid of the glasses, changed my face. I don't look the same. I have contacts now. My name is Lark. I became a multimillionaire, and now I changed my whole look.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, he was kind of started as a nerdy little dude, and he got a bunch of money, got the contacts, probably got LASIK, changed his look, and now women fall over that dude. I'm just saying, like, it's funny to see the progression of people, man. They do pretty well. Gonna go up. That's the thing about it. Gonna go up. Yeah. Do you know CRU? Yeah. Has ribbon buying signal on the weekly has never been wrong. But the dip, financial, hash ribbon buy signal on the weekly, which has never been wrong. Buy the dip, financial buy, final dip. It possibly could be the final dip for sure. As long as we don't lose the 1 hour 200 SMA, I would be pretty, if we lose the 1 hour 200 SMA, we're going to come test a 4 hour 200 SMA. That's a little too far for me. That's down to 62,000. So I'd like us to at least make a higher low here and balance off 65,232. Still new and learning lifer, but I'm more than happy and humbled to represent because I'm committed and in this for the long run. Shout out to Crypto Kaipo, man. Long the top, Arthur Giovanni. Money always makes you attractive. I love that. Lark was actually one of the couple who pulled me into the space. I used to watch him too. I just want to make sure everyone, when I do those impersonations, impersonations are funny, right? Comedians do them. They don't do them to hurt anybody's feelings. I just want to make that clear. I think Lark is a beautiful person. I watch this channel. These people were some of the first people. You have to, man, Mara's mining Casper now, so Mara doesn't move just with Bitcoin. Mara mines Casper now, so if Casper's going to pump, right, it's a good sign for the market. We're attempting to find your daily bottom here. That's our next move on the channel. Wish I'd taken that short in front of y'all and made massive gains. I knew it was going to happen. My mind's not right. I'm a little tired. I just jumped in. I know for a fact it's going to take me a couple days to get back into. I got home. It felt like I was gone for years, bro. I talked to so many people, and I lived such a different existence for 3 days than I normally live, that I literally felt like I was gone for years. Like, I talked to these people from around the world, man. I'm sitting there chopping up with billionaires. I can't believe it. But that's the crypto space, man. Billionaires, multimillionaires are so accessible. Almost everyone in the space that's been in it for over 4 to 5 years has at least a couple mil. So like everyone you're around is a millionaire. Everybody, you're at lunch with 10 millionaires. You're at lunch with 5 million. You just walk around with millionaires everywhere, going to fancy dinners. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like, and again, I know it's not about the money, but you're just around so many successful people or people that just took a shot at crypto. I met Satoshi. That guy's worth $6 billion. Because you got into, Satoshi so early. It's just crazy. Master friend, that 73,000 said would not recovered. He told me to short from there, and I didn't. You're funny. It's okay, man. We got to get back up here That's your move today. Can you make this bigger? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. See? The way out is the way in. Otherwise, this is going to go further to the downside. That's your next leg down. When rising wedges break down, they break down fast and fiercely, like boom. And you'd head down to 66,698 for BTC. Looking for this to create an inverted head and shoulder in real time. In real time. That's why people like this show. We track price action in real time. We show you how we see things as they happen and how we pivot at the moment. See, I always saw these traders, here's the trade, watch the trade, but they didn't tell me how they pivoted at the moment. We all need to see how a trader pivots because pivoting is how we figure it all out. It's so important. You know what I mean? People got to show, how did you figure, like, when did you make the move? How did you make the move? You know what I'm saying? So important. Anyway, Europe short closing, longs coming out at 68,100. You think so? I love how you got, I don't know where, I never trust anyone else's data too much except for my own because my own has 15 years of research behind it. I don't know how many years of research you have when you say stuff like that. Some people come out and they're like, no, I've been trading for 20 years on the markets and I watch you. We have some amazing people watching us, everyone. I just want you to know that. We've earned the respect of some of the greatest traders around the world here. The work ethic, showing up every day. People that show up every day are really successful. Successful people like other successful people. So we have a lot of successful people in the trading group and that watch the stream because they don't want to be around someone that takes a day off. They like being around people that push every single day. So look, there could be a move back up here. You know, I'm back on the 30-second chart looking for a flag at this point. And we need this reversal. Looks like we may get it here. There's the cup and handle. This could be a money printer and a Fibonacci on the 32nd. Can we bounce off the 786? Bitcoin dominance is up. Only Milan. Dump your alts near the... Yeah. Hey, brother, have you heard of Duco on Sol? Yes. Just want to see. You ever heard of... I have heard on Duco yet. We heard about it, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. Something like that. Sorry, I moved the fib. I don't want to. There we go. We're on the 30-second chart watching for the reversal. We know if we lose this next level here, 67,800, we're likely falling further to the downside. The target there here could take us all the way down to 66,007 or 67,200, which is that first weekly support of resistance that I talk about all the time. Always mentioning that weekly support of resistance. It's so important. All right. We got to get the belt, right? We just got to rock the belt throughout the show, man. Everyone's like, what is that belt? Why do you have a WWF belt? It just ruins my, look, it ruins my shirt and my coat. It's not professional. You know what I mean? I should just wear it like right here, like really high on my chest like this.
Hi guys, I got my little belt and I'm so happy I won technical analysis in 2023.
I think I'm just really, really happy after Bitcoin Nashville. It did something for me. Me and my sister haven't spent 4 days together in literally 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. Not alone. Like, not special when you hang out with your family like that. You know? That's why when I saw Crypto Face and his little brother, it was like really cool, man. You know, his little brother is one of the nicest people. I know I'm taking so much time out of the show because I have never met someone more interesting. And I don't want to. Crypto Face is dumb interesting. He's the dog. I'm not trying to take away. Like, you're interesting, Crypto. But his little brother, dude's like a Jesuit genius. He sees patterns like no other. He's 1 in 5 million. He gave me goosebumps being around him. The guy has something going on with him. I'm telling you, like, you ever meet someone that just like, I know maybe something big's gonna happen with him. Like, he's gonna become famous somehow. I can't place it. But my instincts were so spot on about him, man. He's one of the caring, kind, compassionate. Like, just when you're around him for just 10 minutes, you feel this overwhelming love. I'm being honest. I'm really being honest. I don't know how old he is. I'm not going to disclose that. It's not my, Who won it this year? They didn't do the awards this year. They might do them at Rare Evo. I talked to the guy who did the awards. He said we might not do them this year because, we might just skip them and head back to, do them in Vegas next year, which I think is a good idea. But, So now you're at that 786. That would be your bounce. That could be your money printer right there. There's your cup and handle 7-8. That's turtle soup if you jump in on that right there. Look at that. So far, we did get the bounce off the 786. Is it sustainable? To me, I'm a supportive resistance guy, and the fact that we hit this resistance tells me we're likely going lower, right? And we'll probably blast right through that 786, but you never know. I say we come right back down. You left the pattern, you came back inside. You're dropping back to the bottom of the pattern. 67,500 is your target. All right. Remember, we're on the 30-second chart. Why? Because we have to be. Price action is just vicious today. Absolutely vicious. All right. We found order blocks at 48, 73 lever. We the best. Amen. Next year in Vegas. Oh, no. Really? You got warrants in Vegas? Ah, come on, Billy. Clean those up. Now he wakes up at the crack of dawn to put on a suit and drop gems for 2 hours. Figure I stick around and see what he has to say. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house, man. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Blessings on blessings. You deserve to be happy. Thank you. I think Face is the little brother. No, he's not. I know. Come on, man. You guys don't know what's going on. Face is I know him personally. The guy said turtle soup. Sounds like someone's being sneaking around Master Friend's class. I love you guys. Good morning. I mentored Master Friend. Remember that, right? And so what did he do? He mentored me. When two mentors meet, they share their knowledge. When two monks hang out, they raise vibrational frequency. Look, that would be your money printer right there. Off the 786 Fibonacci. Look at it. It's attempting to play out right now. That could be your daily bottom off the first higher low ever off the exchange. Then I start saying, does the 1 minute break the 200? First, you're going to head to it, then you'll break it, right? So I don't make this trade. I don't really do the reversal like I used to, but if this breaks the 200, I'd trade this. So I'll say, and that will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might take like 20 minutes for that to actually occur if we do get the reversal. If not, we continue to dump. All right. So you can see how the daily is about to close bearish, overbought away from the 21-day moving average. It's likely we're headed lower to 65.8, at least down to 66.66. I'm just saying, everybody, that's a head and shoulder pattern too as well. You can see it clear as day. Just want to make it clear to you guys. I just trade what the market tells me to trade. I don't come up with any craziness in my head. If the market says it's bearish, man. It is what it is. All right. When and who are you fighting in karate combat? Let's go. The money printer doesn't look like the good ones. Amen. I like that. Love that. There's no ego involved. We all learn from each other. This is living in the light, love, and the two best of the game. Yeah. What's your take on XRP for a macro technical perspective? XRP, I mean, I went over that recently. I'd look at it on a weekly to give you your macro. So look, there's a shoulder. You see it? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's coming down. It's likely going to dump. You're trying so hard to put in a double bottom of some type here. And we will find the bottom eventually because they're going to run out of liquidity. And then we're going to get to lunchtime and people go to eat. People get hungry, right? So you got to liquidate people before they're hungry. I know this sounds crazy, but think about it. You're a giant market maker. You produce the movement of the market. You flush all the money in and out, right? So the market can't move until you're ready to send liquidity. The biggest banks have to trade, and they move the markets. They got most of the money, right? That's common sense. It's not even manipulation. That's just common sense, okay? So you get that as common sense. You take that as fact. Once that's fact, you say, okay, well, then they get the chance to liquidate everyone from 9 to 12. People get hungry, and they leave their computers. So do you think at 12 o'clock there's more people to liquidate than at 10 o'clock? I'm asking you guys a question. What time do you think it's easier to liquidate people? 10 to 11:30 or 12 to 1? Faye said you had an altercation with security about him smoking. Yeah, because he was on the balcony and he went to light a cigarette. He was so relaxed. And I'm all about people, even though I know there's vices, I've had vices my whole life. I know what it's like. And I was like, you know what? I know he's not going to quit today. And the guy wants to relax and smoke a cigarette. And so he laid back, and he was all by himself, and he went way away from everybody, and he was super kind, and he went to do a cigarette, and this big dude was like, so I walked like this, like I was security, and I was like, hey man, do you know who this dude is? Like don't get too, I said, don't, and the security guard was like getting really close to him, so I was like, yo, don't, like, I was kind of serious. I was like, I don't think you know who this dude is. Like, I don't think you should be touching him. I was like, I don't think you should be touching this dude. That's all I said. And then I kind of like, and then he looked at me and got crazy. And I was like, whatever, man. It was funny, man. It was funny. I'm trading California, bro. How do time zones affect the market? I mean, it stinks for you in California, period. You got to wake up at 6 in the morning. I wake up at 6 in the morning and I got 3 hours on the market. You got to wake up at 3 in the morning to have the same effect I do. Look at the bounce off the 786 at the double bottom. We may have found the bottom of the day here for Bitcoin. Finally getting a reversal for BTC. Double bottom off the 786. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Reversal, 786 reversal. Bang, bang, bang. I did wick to wick. Bang. It is technically a cup and handy. That's a cup and handle there to the upside. Again, I don't do the reversals. I wait for the 200 to cross. That's my strategy. Okay, wow, look at that beautiful pump to the upside for Bitcoin, and we catch the reversal. We gave it to you right there. Anyone catch that reversal or at least stop their short because they were able to see something? I need my old channel, Bitcoin Trader Live, 3 minutes ago. Oh, this guy's crazy. And ice water for your eyes, amen. Nice bounce off the 3. I'm chilling today. Probably the week, to be honest, unless it's freakishly obvious. I think there's going to be some frequently obvious things, Master Friend. I don't think we want to, like, look at that beautiful, that was a frequently obvious double bottom, no? Like, look at that. I mean, that was pretty awesome. All right. Maybe I can hang this here, actually, right? They can't take the weight. They can't take the weight. It can't handle, it can't take the weight of the belt. If I put it right on the top joint, it might. No, it weighs it down. The belt's too heavy, bro, for my microphone. I could leave it on the table. There it goes. It hits the table. That's pretty cool. We can keep it there. It's in the way of the mouse, but for now, it's all right. You're welcome. First time of the channel I'm learning by doing. Went long, 67.50 with 20K position. Let's see. Wow. Nice story, Sam. Today again from you. You're such a great inspiration. Amen. Faye said you were about to... You're funny, man. Nah, he just wanted to make it a little more. I wasn't going to get crazy. Yeah, I got a trade in 10 seconds before that quick pump. Took bearish profits too early. Took a long, a bit risky. My whole thing was this. Ben Cohen rented the space and put like, I don't know. Like we took over the entire 2 top floors for like 50 grand or so. I don't know how much it cost. Shouldn't be telling any of the guests what to do, man, when you're security. But I get it. I guess there's a no smoking policy at the building. And I didn't personally want to smell cigarettes either, so I get it. I don't smoke, so. And it was nice not to see, I get it. So the guy was just doing his job. That's all. He got real close to the dude. That's all. You can say something to somebody without, like, getting near them. That's all, My man Sam handled himself, but I feel obligated to be there in them situations. Ain't nobody getting crazy with my boy while I'm around. I love you, Stack, man. That's the life or way, Stack. That's just we're all family here, man. We feel obligatedly connected, man. We ain't gonna put up with that ish. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 1,300 people here on the live. So now this is a flag that I'd be looking for to trade the reversal back to the upside. And now you've determined that you've made lower lows. You finally, I said there's only 3 ways. You said you get a quick V-shaped recovery, you get an inverted head and shoulder, or you make a double bottom. That's it. Those are the ways you reverse price action, everybody. It doesn't do whatever it wants. So you got to find one of those 3 structures for price action to reverse. That's why when people say that patterns don't work, they obviously have never watched price action obsessively for years like I did. Because if you did, then you would see everything has to have a pattern. It can't move without the pattern. The pattern actually determined what happened in the first place. For instance, we'll pump. We'll break this 30-second 200 MA. Once we break the 30-second 200 MA, we'll head to the 1-minute 200 MA. Very simple. Once we break the 1-minute 200 MA, we'll head to the 5, to the 7, and then we'll be back above the 1 hour, and then the whole thing will change, you know, and we'll back above the 50-minute, you know, and then the whole thing will be back to just, oh, that was a liquidity grab for BTC. And very well was, you know what I mean? So things to think about for Bitcoin. All right. And speaking of Bitcoin, I think I'm going to grab myself some Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's always a good time to buy BTC. And I'm going to grab myself a couple BTC, not a couple, but I think about $5,000. I'm feeling frisky right now. And it's been a while since I've made a live Bitcoin buy. And I like to show you guys that I'm always converting to BTC. I'm doing the Michael Saylor, baby. Every single time. All right. Let me just get something situated here and get myself ready to go. I just want to grab some liquidity. If you know what I mean. Just give me 1 second. I will be grabbing some liquidity. That's how I like to say it. Okay. Let's get back into the, and see how I have to use the small time frames to find the reversal. It doesn't happen on its own. Okay. So here we go. I'm just grabbing the liquid. I'm grabbing that liquid, baby. All right, let's head on over. Shout out to MEXC. Link to MEXC still has the cheapest fees in the game. But I know some people had a problem with MEXC, so it wasn't easy. All right, I get it. Go to MEXC here, up about $2,000 on the day so far. Hopefully you can make that even better of a move here as we continue to pump. All right. Donald Pump, that was crazy, right? You know, I'm so happy I got out of that ton call and I just saved my ends for what will happen later on. But here I go. I'm going to buy $5,000 worth of Bitcoin in front of you at market price. Even if it goes down lower to 66,000, I don't care. I'll hold this $5,000 up and I'm going to continue to buy it. So I'm buying $5,000 worth of Bitcoin at 68,123. And you saw it here live. That'll go down to 7,000. I just bought more Bitcoin, baby. Now I got 1.18 BTC. I'm also trading with 0.3 Bitcoin that I turned into almost 0.5 or 6 Bitcoin now. And we're continuing to roll. So it's been good, man. It's been good. Yeah. So look, I'm trading USD. I'm also trading USDT, right? I'm trading more and more futures than I ever have, right? You guys know that, right? So just wanted to. So this was 0.3 Bitcoin. It's now 0.378 Bitcoin. It's almost turned into 0.4. 0.1 is $6,000. So I'm about to go up 30%. You see? I turned the 0.3 to 0.4. Then I turned the 0.4 to 0.1. I mean, to 0.4 to 0.5. Then I turned the 0.5 to 0.6. You see? And that's what we're going to do here, slowly but surely here on the channel, day in and day out. And you can see, man, I haven't touched it. And the USD pairs have been just, those are my bigger trades. And I don't know, I get really good luck with my USD pairs. Whenever I use USD pairs, it seems to work in my favor. I do not know why. All right. It's weird. I mean, it works. The other one was UST when I was 10, but I open up bigger positions on USD than I open up on US Tether. But that's going to change. I told you I made that change up. So we could say this is the deal here. You could kind of say this is the pattern, right? Kind of want to be like, that was your pattern. You fell out of it, broke back inside. So mixed signals, but we did call a slight reversal for BTC. Where is my area? I was like, where did I put my 30-second? Again, it is still Monday too, remember that. So Monday tends to have a false move at one point. It's gonna go one way and then usually reverse. All right. When I touch the 21-day moving average, when price touches it, that's when I like to get into trades. I don't necessarily trade the 30-second crossing the 200 because it's a strong signal, but not as strong as the one. All right. So I figured, why not use the stronger one, right? So why don't I use the 30-second a lot? I use it when I need to. Sometimes you can't see where the market's going without seeing the 30. Like right now, they're not giving me a lot of data on the 1 minute. They're like hiding the flags. Like the only flag I could have seen was on the 30-second chart. Now this is gonna head to the 200 MA if everything goes well, or it's gonna make a right shoulder. This is kind of like a shoulder, head, right shoulder. So now you need to see this break the point of control and the 200 to continue to the upside. You know, I gotta get rid of this. It's making me not sound good. Sound is so important. So it is what it is. All right. But this is the best technical analysis of 2023 belt. Crypto Lifer, baby, in existence. I'm going to be showing it off every single day here on the channel. We'll probably have it somewhere up. Like, I don't know where we'll put it, but it'll be hanging somewhere on the rafters here. Blessings on blessings. Bounce off the 30-minute 2MA. That's a good sign. Yep. See that beautiful bounce off the 30-minute 200 MA? And again, if you don't use the MAs, you're not going to know why we bounced there. You have no idea. You're like, oh, it was a support or resistance, which it looks like it was. Right there was previous support. But look how beautiful. It was the 200 MA. So you got to use the 200 MA. I was in 4K profit. Stop the short at 0.15. I was in 4K profit and stop. I don't know. Liver, do you grow your margin as your portfolio grows? What effect does that have on risk management? It depends on the trade. Every single time it changes, I actually lower the margin. I raise the margin. I do, and I lower. Yes, exactly. I raise the margin and I lower the leverage. I want more of my position and less of theirs. I make more money that way in long run. In long run, yes. All right, price cuts all over real estate. I'm telling you, it's starting to trickle in. People are cutting the prices of everything around. You got to be able to hold your property at least for a year. I didn't take profit. Why didn't you take profit? Pay yourself, man. Come on, dude. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but dude, you were up $4,000. I would have taken profit as I was up $500. You guys see me, man. I don't play those games. I'm up $50. I'm taking profit. Treat every single dollar like it's your last. Stop playing games with your money. Seriously, like, it's not a joke, bro. Like, again, maybe you weren't, I don't know, maybe I worked a night shift. I know what it's like not to have a damn thing, not to have a pot to piss in. I know exactly what that's like. Like, I could barely, I was, hello, check. Something just happened to the, hello. Oh, okay. So weird. It was the headphones, and I couldn't hear myself. I was like, oh no. Wow, the 1 minute looks like it's about to pump back to the upside and rip these shorts a new one. That makes me think we're going to pump up to the 200 SMA, and I love that trade. I tell you what, though, like, I even attempt to do what Face does with the positions as big as his. I mean, he's got stones of steel, bro. Like, and he does it like, and he's so like humble about it. It's pretty cool, man. I pray abundance in everything for everyone reading this and their family. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Shout out to Kenny Barnett. We love you. Take a big one, Sammy. Yeah, you want to see me get rocked, huh? The thing is, if I put this 70 grand in, and let's just say I even turn it into 500 grand, this is going to sound so pompous, but the 500 grand would help my life, but it wouldn't be the big, like, it would be amazing. Again, 500 grand is 500 grand. But like, if I didn't make that 500 grand and I kept the 70K, like, it's like, do I need to risk this? I don't really need, you know what I mean? I'd have to make 7 million off that for it to really matter, or at least, no, maybe 2 mil. That's just us getting ready for our moon mission. This one is an easy trade, Sam Long. Nothing is easy, brother. Nothing is easy. Don't ever say that stuff. Nothing is easy. Remember that. My dad said that to me over and over again. The second you think it's easy, you lose your edge. A person that knows it's not easy is always working on the details. And that's what my dad was trying to say. I believe that's what his grandfather was telling him. It's funny, as you get older, you realize that your dad was being told these things from his father. And then you realize where your grandfather came from, and it starts to make sense why your dad told you the things he told you. Like, but this comes from being older in age. You start to piece together the story. We could risk $800 for $4 grand. That'd be a nice trade, right? If we go full port, it's only $3,500 for 18 grand, which ain't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? Full port it, Sammy. Full port it, baby. It goes up a little bit. We'll make like 3 grand. All right. I do this all the time, touching the 21, low stochastics inside the flag. I might just pull the trigger. You never know. You might see me make the biggest trade I've ever made. A $1.5 million trade. All right. I would sell a $1.9 million position. All right. Oh, big boy pants on today. Wise word, Sammy. Every trade I make is wrong. That looks like we're going to pump now. Stochastic's coming down with the 21. I mean, and we already caught the reversal off the double bottom. We didn't play ourselves. We didn't chase. We didn't do anything crazy. My heart's racing right now, though. Are you really going to open up the biggest trade of your life live in front of a bunch of people? I don't know if I can handle it. Oof, the adrenaline right now in my heart is pumping, dude, because I'm like seconds away from maybe touching that button. Seconds away from maybe touching that button. Bro, let's go. Sam, give heads. I want to follow with 20K. What's the leverage you'll use? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say should be taken as financial advice. I'm at 20x leverage. All right. And again, look, this could start. If this loses the 21, you're going to drop further. Let's look at the bear scenario. So we're not overly bullish. There's a fact that this could be a bear flag that could continue to the downside. The 50 minutes below the 200. That's a bearish sign. We got to get back above those key levels for us to even consider the long. So I'm going to take my signal. With all this money, I'm not going to trade unless we break the 200. I know I might have got you guys some high. Everyone just got depressed. They were like, It's like we thought we were going to see Sammy make the most epic trade of his life right now. And now he's not. Sammy, don't do that to us. We want to see you lose all your money right now. That's another thing. When you're doing well, you've made a lot of money. This is how you can lose it all. You start putting 70 grand in playing games, revenge trading, lose 2 grand, lose 10 grand, lose 5. And actually, you can lose 50 grand. Real people have done it. So that's why you've seen me with my strategies. I'm going to trade this money just as if I had never traded, just the same way I traded everything else. Anyway, on NFP week. Yeah, baby. All the way, baby. Yeah. All the way, baby. Yeah. Stay safe, buddy. Use your system. Amen. Either way, it'll be exactly as you predicted. Stick with yourself, Sam. I just wanted to be like FaZe. I do. I'll be honest. I'm not lying. Are you kidding me? Definitely. I want to close $100,000 trades, bro. Definitely. Oh, see, I would have made like 3 grand. That would have been 2 grand right there. That's how big that position would have been. Like at least $500 on that one move. I almost opened it. Make sure my confirmation. I gotta make sure the confirmation window's on. All right. I just want to see it. Where's my liquidation? Is 64.9. My stop loss is way above my liquidation. Like everything is correct. Like it's super tightened up. Makes complete sense. You know what I mean? Reversal off the 21. Stochastic say yay. Why this thing's gonna moon to that yellow line. Watch it. It's gonna moon to that yellow line. I would have made 18 grand in front of everybody. Right? I already be up. If I had pulled the trigger, I would have been up 1,000, maybe 2 grand. We'll see what happens here. We're coiling up. Nothing is nothing, huh? Such a thing. Send it, Sammy. They do my ism. I don't know what that means. Send it, Sammy. I got nervous for you. Over leverage Rex. Yep. You can see it in your eyes. You want this trade. Lifer, you're stressing me out. Do you read Mark Douglas' book? Send it, Lifer. I love Mark Douglas. Trading in the Zone. Amen, dude. Look, the stochastics say we're going to pump so hard right now. Stochastics say we're going to the moon right now. And now you could say, even if it's looked like we're in this channel, and we're at least going to make it to the top of the channel right now. You see that? Almost looks like we're bullishly retesting on like the 5-second chart. Burn, burn, just like a fire, burning, moving. But yeah, we're stepping our game up, man. That's what happens when you hang out with dudes, big ballers, bro. You want to ball out too. You want to see how high you can take it, you know? Do it. Stop being scary. Stick to your system. I'm sweating just watching. Now that's a head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder. That's good at dump. That's a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Blah. Use this instead of the 70K. Thank you, Crypto Plumber. With the $20, man. You're funny, bro. Maybe a Tuesday. I want to see you win. Nothing is guaranteed. Stick to your system. Plus, it is Monday. Scared money don't make no money, man. Could be another Bart Simpson over here. I'll tell you what. We're likely going to eventually clear the 200 on the 1 minute. When we do that, I'll take it. Yes, profit is profit. Don't give it back to the market. That's my habit. Amen. High rollers trade. Wait for the 200. It's Monday. Yeah, I am going to wait for the 200. I am. But they got me in lockstep right now. Let's take a look at our DXY. Beautiful bounce off that 30-second 200 MA. Use the 200 MA on multiple time frames to keep yourself in confluence with the market. It'll blow your mind. Okay, so the DXY got the pump. Broke the 2-hour 200 MA. Bearish sign for BTC. You know, you want to see that. I mean, they could pump together. All right, can you please mention again the book to read on trading? Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Pencil next, flopping. I know, right? Flopping and groping over here. That's my favorite thing in the whole entire. I seen him. I was like, you're a flopping groper, bro. Like that's his brother goes by flopping groper, right? I was like, yo, you're the flopping groper, bro. And I've heard his voice so many times. He's like, this is the one thing. He has like a distinct voice, you know. No offense, Sammy, but you might want to demo trade these high amounts to lower the anxiety. No offense, I love you. Thank you, Bill Brown. You're 100%. If you full port, we all will. You're funny, right? And the whole market will just rip anyway, right? DXY public, not a good sign for the big trade. Yeah, I want to see Sammy profit 10G in one trade. That would be sick. Oh, I will. If you called it now, you called it again like you always do. Wait till no emotions at play. You got this. We believe in you, and you know you could do it. Shout out to Tony. Amen. I see a head and shoulder pattern now. That's going to dump to the downside. So I got cautious on the long right now. Price is below the 50 MA and hourly and below the daily. It could drop to 67 easily. Oh, yeah, it already has. It went to 67,006. Look, that's a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. They dumped to the downside. You lost the 20-minute moving average. But you just want to see if you can make a higher low now. All right. Dumpski, there's a 5-video series from Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. If you don't want to read the book, yes, exactly. Mini bar pattern. It is a mini bar, right? But look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. Do not long that. I saw that immediately, and look, it dumped. You see? Fire. Let's take a look at our DXY. So we don't want to see the 4-hour break to 200. Kind of an inverted head and shoulder there. Starting to make this pattern though, like the ascending triangle, and then it kind of look a shoulder, a head, it's shoulders. It's like an inverted head and shoulder. Yeah, it's funny. Just when the dollar went above the 15-minute too, Bitcoin lost the 15-minute. See? So you can also use juxtaposing, basically inversely correlated assets. And if your inversely correlated asset loses the 200 and the 15, run to your asset. Watch, I bet it gained the 1 minute 200. It did right here. That was when Bitcoin lost it. So that was your long as well as was your short right there. So you could have longed the USD against any. So look, if you were trading Euro USD or you were doing Forex, you can use my system. Like you would have just used the 200 SMA and Forex. All you had to do is open it against Euro USD right there, open the trade. And if Bitcoin continues to fall out the dump, you know what I mean? Interesting. This looks like it may pump here. Euro may have an edge here on the US dollar. Everything is something and anything can be anything. It is what you use it for. 100%. You're so smart. That's one of the smartest things I've ever heard on the channel. That guy is so spot on. Anything is anything and nothing is nothing. It depends what you use it for. He's so that is deeper than people realize what he just said. I always say, because you're the buoy. Why does a buoy know what's going on with the water? Because it stays in the same place for so long. Aha. So what do I mean by that? Well, you become a buoy in trading when you just keep doing the same thing over and over again. If you just buy the same signals over and over again, you're going to understand the market better than someone that does 1,000 different things all over the place. You become the buoy. You become the person, the thing that can figure out all the data. You become the buoy. All right. It happens as such. Wow, the volatility is crazy. That's another Fibonacci. 618. And they're going after the longs and the shorts. People are losing tons of money, getting absolutely liquidated. Whenever a really good day, trades go well, something happens where I sell an altcoin for like 20 grand. I'll take out a giant leverage trade where I only risk 30. So this is what I'm going to do. Say I make a huge swing trade for 20 grand one day. I'll take a leverage trade out, in the next couple of days, and I'll risk 3 grand for 18. If I lose the 3 grand, I really still made a $17,000 gain. You get it? So who cares? If I win, I just add another 18,000 onto the win. I'm going to start doing that. I'm making so much more money now. I'm realizing that I can hedge against the money. You see what I'm saying? I could open up a bigger, you need that? What is that for? She plugged into it and really? I don't think she needed it though. Turn that off. Yeah, but that's not good for the, wow. Good morning, Sam. My son Alex and I are headed back home from the beach. Alex says, hello, we're listening in the car. Let's go. Alex, man, have fun with your dad at the beach, man. Wow, you guys went to the beach early because it's 9 a.m. You were at the beach from 6 to 9? Because I thought you guys were in Las Vegas unless you're traveling. Unbelievable. Bitcoin short or long right now. Honestly, I'm getting mixed signals. I'm seeing a possible inverted. That's okay right now, sweetie. Yes, you can, baby. Don't step on my microphone again, all right? You'll break it. All right. Sammy, get yourself in Trump's crypto. Oh, I'm going to get somewhere in there, man. I really am. And you know what's crazy is I know people very close that are going to be friends of mine were shaking hands. Like people that I have in my phone that I hang out with. We're shaking hands with Donald. So I'm like 2 people away from getting in there. I'm going to get pulled in. You know it. At one point, I'm going to get pulled in. Maybe not Donald. Maybe eventually they're going to come for me. They're going to come for me. Sideways price action for a couple of days, resetting on the RSI. Not sure what other places has options. Bitcoin short or long right now. I don't know. If you ask that again, I'm going to delete it. You're annoying me there. Okay. I just get annoyed by the same question over and over again. Most people do. Right, babe? Thank you. She always agrees with me. She knows that's the best thing to do. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, you're right. I just told you 5 times, right? I'm not going to repeat myself, right? Will you come and put the hoodie on and just hide your face and then look like a masked warrior? You look really tired, my love. You didn't sleep well last night? You have a newborn baby? I'm a dumb guy that doesn't get it. I'm not a dumb. Thank you, babe. I'm an ignorant man. Amazing stream. Shout out to Grace Protocol. I only asked the question once. Don't be a smart BB. Oh, I thought you asked it twice. My bad. I thought I saw it twice. My bad. Forgive me, brother. I won't be a smart butt. Digibite or just nibble. That's kind of funny. Digibite or just nibble. Simple rule. You can also use 2 30-minute candles are being closed below the PV80. I'm all set. I'm done. I'm not doing that. I don't do this. A woman got all the excuses when they get the newborn. No, don't say that. No. There. She's beautiful at the same time. You say she's tired, though. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Tony. I appreciate that. Smart man right there giving good advice. So we're stuck. We got this double bottom. Then previous support became resistance. We may have SR flipped the level at 67.9. And now we're playing games with $68,000. Key level to get back above today is this resistance at 68.3. You flip 68.3, you can go to the 200 on the 1 minute. You go to the 200 on the 1 minute, all things can change. Boom, cross the 200, get the retest, and boom to the upside. This is what we're looking at. All right. Traveling is tiring. Yes, it is. What could be burdened by what has been? I can't believe you just made me read that, bro. Come on. What can be unburdened by what has been? She said it 50 to 60 times in a row. I know 150 times in like all different places. I mean, I do the same show every day, and I do repeat some of the same stuff, I guess. You know, but I don't know, man. Like, in all different settings, at all different times, it sounds like her brain only has so many keywords. Well, like, she's like a freaking bot, bro. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. Like, it's strange. That woman, man, she whatever. I'm not going to say it, but it seems to me like she slept her way to the top. I said it. But I mean, when you're 31 years old and you're dating a guy who's married, I just think there's, I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? Isn't the Willie Brown, isn't that all true? Isn't the whole Willie Brown thing true, though? I'm not even being rude here. Isn't it true, babe? Kamal Harris and Willie Brown? Like, isn't that a fact?
It's not relevant.
Okay. I just didn't know. Okay. Yep. Yeah, all right, repeated 67 times, but what could be unburdened by what has been? Did you see that video? It's the funniest thing I've ever seen, though. Hey, man, I've been away for a while. I'll be jumping back into the 99 soon. You holding any longer-term trades at the moment? She was one of the Montel Williams side pieces, somebody said. Wow. I'm not... Anyway, we're just going to move on. We're going to move on. Yikes. Hey, Sam. Why do you have the belt? Because I won the best technical analysis in all of cryptocurrency YouTube, in all of YouTube, and all of crypto YouTube. Of all crypto influencers, I had the best technical analysis of 2023. I was on Ben's channel one day. He said, I've never seen anyone do it better. I said, this guy may be the best on YouTube. Even Ben said it, man, and Ben doesn't give compliments. He's very, very shrewd. Even he said it. Harris is verified to see. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, wow. Montel squeeze. Bro, that's bullish. There's a low, there's a high, there's a higher low. Can we get the move? Kind of a rounded top, though. Not looking good. I'm going to get back into BTC and look at it fresh one more time and see if I'm missing anything. It's a struggle today. Wow. We went overtime? That's so weird. It was just like 11:15. Hey, Sam, did you tell the story about you confirming? No, why is everyone asking? So our communities are cross. This is awesome. You're a good man. We love the crypto broadcasting. Well done, Sammy. Big up. Bada recites palms and Kala fell out of a coconut tree. One fell out of the coconut tree. Right? Yeah. We're going to the 1 hour 200 disobey, everybody. You can't really tell me different. I called that the 2 hour was going to the 21. It'll break. Yeah, this is going lower, man. This is going lower, my friends. Highly likely. Once you zoom out to boom out and you see what's happening, this is going lower. Let's see where it's going and what I'm seeing here. So once I'm pretty much convinced that we are going lower, and you're like, but Sam, you bought 5K of Bitcoin. Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll hold that for the next 10 years. So that's just me preserving wealth. That's all. Nothing big. I'm doing the right thing for years down the road. When I do that, I want you to understand I'm not doing something for me now. I'm doing something for my kids later. That's preservation of wealth when I buy 5K of Bitcoin. I just want you to understand those concepts. It's different than a swing trade. We're preserving wealth. We're building up a stockpile. You see? Everyone, I'm not a financial advisor, but I firmly believe and firmly think it would do you pretty well to start a stockpile of BTC today. $5, $10. Today should be the first day you DCA into Bitcoin if you didn't yet. If you're all into alts and you only have $500 and you're like, but alts make the most and you don't even buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, you're doing it wrong. If you are not always adding to your Bitcoin stash, you are doing it wrong. All right? If you're not always adding to your Bitcoin stash, you are doing it wrong. Checking out Senator Josh Hawley. All right. Well, look, if you go to the live here and you see when I was live, 14,000 views.
Michael, you're the man, dude. We just got an interview from
And of course, I had it right where I wanted it. But here you go. We're going to bring down the music here. And I'm going to give you advice from the greatest person ever when it comes to Bitcoin. He's going to tell you right now what to do with your Bitcoin.
To change the world, Mike. Bitcoin. Do you want to sit here while I walk around? For you. Mike, I'm live streaming to 400 beautiful people that love you, and they think you're like the greatest on earth. Whenever I ask
Look
you,
how he smiled.
tell me,
wait.
Bitcoin.
See how I got him to smile? See how I got, see that? Did you see how I did that? It was, dude, this was so funny.
Okay,
Look how,
I don't know if you know, respect 64.
Yo, everybody likes to get recognized. I don't care how many times you've been recognized, it still feels good to get recognized, man.
100 beautiful people that love you, and they think you're like the greatest on earth. Whenever I ask you what to do, you tell me, buy Bitcoin. But what else can we do to change the world, Mike? You have so much awesome insight, and we love you so much, man.
Tell other people to buy Bitcoin.
This guy's the best, man. You're the best.
And don't sell your Bitcoin. And if you're not sure, study Bitcoin.
He gets pretty serious here. As he's joking, he gets pretty serious. And I like this moment.
Not sure, study Bitcoin until you figure it out.
What do you say to people like the GOAT Network that want me to like stake it and use it on a layer 2?
No, just buy the Bitcoin.
Right?
Buy Bitcoin, hold the Bitcoin, don't sell the Bitcoin. Is that simple?
Look at that.
If you're not sure, study the Bitcoin. And go to hope.com. Bitcoin is hope.
God bless you. Yo, you're the man.
And then he made contact with the phone. You get it? Like, he knew he was speaking to 400 people. Like, I just...
Man, God bless you. Sam Price, Crypto Lifer. Second time he's on the channel. Michael, you're the man, dude. We just got an interview from Michael Saylor himself, dude. Come on. Michael Saylor himself on the live stream. Brought to you right there, baby. You just got Michael Saylor.
I was bugging, and people saw me doing that. They're watching me as I'm like, you just got Michael Saylor. I don't even care. I'm so into you guys and into my community. People in the real world are staring at me. I'm bugging out. I'm running through the thing. I'm in the three-piece suit. They're like, who is this freaking maniac? And I'm like, yo, I don't need to tell you. Like, if you don't know me, like, then you're going to find out who I am eventually. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, it was such a moment in time, bro. Like, and those are the types of things that happen when you're at a conference. And I knew the conference was going to be electric. I knew things were going to be awesome. I just had a feeling it was going to be amazing. You know what I mean? And it was. Like, it was absolutely amazing. Like, you were crazy about it. Mike Lee, man. I love you, man. I felt like he was talking right to me on the live. He was, dude. He was talking right to you guys. He turned right around and he was like, oh, I'm going to make sure I make a connection with these subscribers immediately. He knew what he was doing, man. Yeah, bro, Sammy, you're the man. I knew you would have a blast, dude. I had such a good time, everybody. Like, I could cry. Like, yo, I started watching Mitch Ray. Let's talk about Mitch Ray real quick. Who here knows Mitch Ray? Who here knows Mitch Ray? All right, Mitch Ray TA. All right, 72,000. All right. Who here? How to Swing Trade Secrets to Success. This guy's been live streaming for a long time. All right. For a long, long time. I'm trying to think of when he started. He joined in 2012, bro. 2012. So you're talking, 12 years. Pretty crazy. 12 million views. Yo, we have 8.5 million, bro. We're almost, we have 8.5 million views. We have 3,000 videos on our channel. We work really hard, everybody. Like, there's a reason why we've come up so fast. Me and my team, we take it very seriously. But Mitch Ray said it and put it out there. Here he was 15 hours ago, just trading again. And he was the beginner. He has a great intro. He streams for 2 hours. I don't know if he had music on. I don't want to get a copyright. But he started the super chats, keeping the windows on. The guy is pretty awesome, man. And, we both do TA. They're different things and different styles. But I started watching him when I didn't have a channel, when I wasn't a known YouTuber. And he inspired me. He inspired me to change my life. He inspired me to do different things. And I saw him. And, he's good friends with Tom Crown. And Tom Crown's like, yo, you and him are going to just really... He said, I know him and I know you. And you guys are going to link. He's like, I need you guys to meet. I need you guys to meet. I need you guys to meet. And it didn't happen. And then I'm at the party and I look up and I'm seeing this guy and I'm like, hey, what's up? What's your name? And he's like, Mitch Ray. I'm like, you're Mitch Ray. I always thought he was really tall, right? Way taller than me. I didn't think we were about the same height. I'm like 5'9", he's 6 feet, but maybe he's 5'11". He says 6 feet. So he's about 6 feet tall. I'm a tall 5'9", you know what I mean? But meeting Mitch Ray was one of the highlights of my trip to Nashville. He invented the tip jar for charts. He's the first I ever saw do it. I now live a wonderful life as a charting YouTuber, and he paved the way. Mitch, I hope this becomes the beginning of a beautiful friendship. May God bless you in all your endeavors. We're collabing soon. What a trip. The feedback loop continues. And I just couldn't believe I had met Mitch Ray, man. I thought it was a truly fascinating moment in time. It really was. So, you know, you meet the people that you just look up to, man, and it changes your life. It changes your life forever. So, I had everyone, I'm going to cry if I talk about how great the trip was. You know what I mean? I met so many people that I looked up to, that I believed in. Mitch Ray used to live right up the road from me, right? And he's an Alabama boy, and he played on Alabama, dude. He was an Alabama boy, Alabama football, right? Wow, we still have this many people here at 1218. We've never had people stay till 1,200 people stay till 1218. Wow, there's a lot of retention here today. I love you guys. The market's playing games too, but look, now they're building liquidity below us, suggesting that we do go further to the downside. 66,600. Looks like it's going to happen, all right? Of course we stay. Bro, we've always been here. Man, you people are amazing. I'm so blessed. I can't believe what a great trip I had. I can't believe what a great wife I had. I came back to my kids into the house I live in, and I fell on the floor. I couldn't believe we lived here because I'm like, my whole life I go traveling, we go back to the same place, and this is the first time I left. And in back of my mind, I'm like, well, you're not going.
First time it was better than your hotel, than your Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would always go to a really fancy Airbnb and go back to a regular home. This time my house blew the Airbnb out the water. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, my house got all that and more. Like, my house is better than your you know. It was crazy, man. The people that call TABS always, oh yeah, every time. The world is more real than their, dude, CryptoFace makes $100,000 trades based on technical analysis. Anyone that thinks TA doesn't work is just lost in the sauce. Like, we can't help them. It's like a guy who thinks no girl will ever be with me. It's the same concept. He's never going to find a woman if he thinks that. If you think TA is never going to work, then you're probably going to have a hard time trading for the rest of your life. I know that sounds crazy, but it's funny. That was a really good metaphor. Believing TA doesn't work is like thinking no girl will be with you as a man or no guy will be with you as a girl. You're convinced that no one likes you. And so if nobody likes you, then no one's going to like you, right? Because you're going to do awkward things and weird things to make people not like you because you think people don't like you. Now, if you think everybody loves you, now everyone may not love you. But most, you know what I'm saying? Like, but could be delusional. I get it. Can't wait for the weekly screen share this week. Amen. And sorry we had to skip it. TA works because it drives people to take the trade on an emotional level. That's why it has an effect. Start trading and watching back at the end of 2021. Go out when it dropped. Don't want to miss out again. Amen. Shout out to Mike Lee. You're here, baby. TA turns my girl off. You're funny. I love TA. Girls hate when we get into TA. So look what I see happening here. I see a head and shoulder pattern. I see a shoulder. I see a head. I see a right shoulder that's going to dump to the downside. Target 67,264. Looks like we're going to head further to the downside here for Bitcoin. Stop loss could be pretty close. We go lower for the short. I may not make it. I'm always just curious. I'm always just curiosity curious. Query, to query something, right? You query, you question it. 68,011. Full port hit for $6,000 to 16. That ain't bad, right? That's going to dump right now. Show me the money, Sammy. Hit the button. When going short, stop loss cannot be set. What? That's not true. What do you mean when going short, stop loss cannot? That's not true. I set a stop loss all the time. What does that mean? You have to set it after the fact? Something's glitching there. What about the trading fee discount program? Well, if you hold Mexi token, you pay less fees. So that's a big, All right. Sam is on the live stream showing TA is working. If anyone denies it, you're against basic logic. Amen. Yeah. Your head and shoulders are my impulse waves. 345 and ABC correction. ABC or 345. Yeah. 300K is crazy. They're going to get liquidated. Whoa, man. Stop loss. You are pressing open long. I was, right? I don't think I was. I probably was because I'm tired. Oh yeah, I keep messing up too. Thank you, brother. So that would be a $1.9 million trade, right? Which is so weird. $1.9 million trade. All right. Liquidation would be 69.9. Stop loss. Yeah, so I will get liquidated. Isn't that crazy? You lose everything right there. People do that, huh? Yikes. Yikes. So they couldn't. That leverage is too high for that position. All right. But a nothing burger for the day. You can see why I didn't trade. Just kind of watching price action, everybody. I'm going to leave this trade alone for a while. I'll be back today inside the trading group to keep you guys alive. But it looks like we're going to dump to the downside here out of this shoulder, head and right shoulder, bear flag, and continue further down. My target is 67,200. Like it if we can hold that weekly support or resistance, but you just never know. Shout out to Adam Charles for hooking it up with the greatest gift on earth that I've ever received. I mean, once you've made all the money you could make and you had a good life, and I'm not saying I made 100 mil, but I'm pretty happy, right? It's about getting gifts and recognition, right? That's really what it's all about. And when people recognize you and love you, see, like I would have made so much money on this short right now. I'd already be up $1,000 if I took that short. That's how big the trade would have been. I could see it happening. Mondays keep me a little sketched out. Yeah, Jasmine, all the trades are going to go down when Bitcoin goes down. You have to understand that. Yeah. Especially with the dollar going up. When the dollar rises, everything goes down because they're all based on the dollar. So the dollar goes up, your coin's value goes down against the dollar. It's just that's what happens. You want to see if your coin's going up or down against Bitcoin. That's the most important thing. Dang, I would have made so much gains if I just hit the trigger. Guys, I would have made so much money just now. Oh, I could see it. Scared money don't make no money, man. I just would have made like $5,000 in front of you on that one move. Oh my God. Oh my God. How good am I though? I just called that right to the exactly where it went. Like I just did it again. I mean, I didn't take the trade, but come on, man. How many people just made gains on that head and shoulder? Anyone take that head and shoulder? And honestly, who saw that head and shoulder? Seeing that head and shoulder was insanity. Are you kidding me? Most people would never have seen that. Are you kidding me? Like that's not even a regular head and shoulder. You have to be a savant. Like you have to be kind of almost retarded. Like, I don't want to say it, but you have to have like some type of, so you have to have something wrong with yourself to see stuff like that I see. You can't be normal. Like that's not normal behavior to see that. Like that, normal people don't see that head and shoulder like that. Look at this. Just look at it. I saw that head and shoulder. That's so. Look, you really did? With the rounded jiggly top like that? How did I see that though? Like that means I'm special. Like that's weird. I want to hold you with no pants on. No. No, I meant yeah, by the pool. Yeah, I want to see you in the bathing suit by the pool. Yeah. Okay. All right, I gotta run, but beautiful short, man. Dang. Your wife is on the side, like explains a lot. I'm kidding you. Literally just hit a sell for super quick 200. My guy. Dang, what a trade. Just hit my take profit. Some are born kings. Wifer are impressed with that head and shoulder. I took the trade. Thanks so much, bro. $600 in less than 10 seconds. I made 200. I made 50. Waiting for this channel was on arbitrage to complete down, and then the minimum. I want to see how you charted, bro. Adam D. Quick scalp. Thank you, Lifer. That was such a beautiful call, Sammy. I gave the stop loss and everything, and the entry. Man, I had it ready to rock. And it hit the target within a minute and a half. Man. All right, everybody. I am on a tight schedule with... I love everyone. I love you. I'll see you all tomorrow for a beautiful update. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. No, I didn't take it. It was kind of sad I didn't take that trade. What one of the biggest trades I ever took. I was about to open up the biggest trade of my life right there. Yeah, but I like to be the man who really like comes through with the big money, man. You know what I mean? I feel kind of like I'm not a silverback gorilla right now. I'm like a little ape, you know. I want to be a big boy. Almost 30-minute lose to the 200 SMA. Yeah, we're going to head to the, yeah. We might get a reversal here. I'll play, you know what I mean? Now you're looking for this. Now you're looking for this, everybody. You're looking for the inverted head and shoulder to break back to the upside. Live to the pool for some head and shoulders. No pen. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy, bro. Don't talk like that. We had kids here, man. We're just going into our bathing suits to hang out. That was it. Do you think that's the daily low at 67.2? I don't know, but I just called the exact target and we hit it exactly. Like, look, we wicked right off of it. You can't beat this stuff, man. You can't make this stuff up. Epic stuff here on the live. Bang, bang, bang. All right. All right, everyone. My first stream back at home. Everything rocking. In a good mood. 67,400. Can we hold 67.2? I'm going to give my mind a break. I've been charting since 8 in the morning. Give myself 20 minutes to rest, and I'll come back at it with fresh eyes and see what's happening for everybody. God bless each and every one of you. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Everyone that supported me while I was in the conference, anyone that came up to me and said hi, anyone that said what up, anyone that even just commented during the streams while I was at the conference. So many people hooking me up. So many people nice. So many people sharing love, light, and happiness. BOOKMAP suggests we go lower. We're looking at 66,800. Really no reason even to close the short. If you're still in it, looks like we may continue to the downside. We'd have to get back above 67,672 to remain bullish for BTC. Everyone, thank you so much for one of the best streams we've ever had. 1,200 people stayed all the way to like 12:10, 12:15. That's insane. I've never seen that. Usually they drop off. But it was the market. And if you stayed with me, you were able to make that last-minute trade to the upside. Yeah. All right, everyone. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching me and sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. The dump is continuing. I see that we're headed lower, everybody. I called it this morning in the trading group. Stay blessed. I love you. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you tomorrow.